Say, man, you're in a privileged position right now. You're in a place to be. Matter of fact, a place to G, with the one and only S&OOP. So what you gonna do now? Turn that shit up and let it bang.
Everybody that you fight is not your enemy.
Trenches.
And everybody that helps you is not your friend.
Free time. Nico Trenches, we train
And
online
that's what life
line. Getting sacks on quarterbacks, you know we live. When you see that 45, keep your nose on the inside. Better punch some, keep your feet moving, dog. My 3-10 and 110, they some real hard. My DN 6'5", he ain't got no flaws. Good grades, good feet, man, he got it all. I said a crazy he'll snatch something. Real aggressive jump, said he trying to grab something. If the old don't shoot their hands, you better jab some. You better stab some.
I'm here with the winner, Derek Lewis. Derek, why
From
don't
the
you take
youth
your
to the
pants
pros, we get it in.
Balls are hot.
If you ain't watching film, you ain't trying to
understand.
win. If you close the beat gap, then you gotta spin. If you get around the edge, then you gotta bend. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at. Where the lineman at. Where the lineman at. D tackle, do your dance. D ends, do your dance. Center, do your dance. Guard, do your dance. Tackle, do your dance. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at. I'm in the trenches where the lineman at.
Fucking bet against me. Bet against me. Tell me it's not gonna happen. Tell me it's gonna fail. I love it. I love every minute of it.
Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, TKB. Welcome to Bushleague Sports, episode 13. We're here this week to bring you all kinds of news. I'm going to tell you all about my trip to Dallas. We're going to tell you about the absolute whooping, probably the live Bushleague beatdown going on right now in the Raiders whatever game, Raiders LA game. I'm so stoked up. Going to tell you about how I smuggled some sports drinks into the Canada, all kinds of good stuff. We're going to be all over the map today. Who knows if there's going to be any structure to what we're doing, but it's going to be good. You're probably going to learn something. And if you don't, you're for sure going to laugh. I want to bring my co-host up. How you doing tonight, Steve? What's going on? What's happening? How you doing? What's going on?
Doing good, man. Doing good. You know what? In real life, you're taller than you look on TV. I'm just saying, in real life, you're probably about, you might be about, what are you, 6'1"? What's going on there?
6 or 6'1", yeah, something like that.
Look at that, dude. I can just eye you up and tell you how tall you are. Yeah, on TV, you look about 5'9".
That's all right. I'll take
what
it.
Are you
I'll take whatever.
What are you drinking?
I'm just slamming, a little local, little sports drink. I smuggled them back into the country. I don't know if you've heard of them or not. You might still have about 20 some cases at your house, but just this wonderful new sports drink just hit the market. Orange Clementine. You can see it's got a couple dings, right? This thing that suffered a little bit through the airwaves, but they all made her intact. But there's a couple dings, there's a couple bangs, there's a couple scuffs. But how you doing? You happy to get rid of me, or you miss me? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know yet. It was cool because you texted me today and you're like, I think I left my hoodie there. And I was like, oh man, well, that's cool. I'll find it, make me think of him, give it a nice warm hug, and then ship it back up to Canada. And I mean, you didn't even look for it yourself before you.
No, I did.
That was kind of surprising.
That's why I text you, because I was like, I've looked everywhere and it was gone. But it was just in the jersey. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I guess I didn't even take it off when I took the jersey off. So I looked everywhere and I was like, oh, I don't know where it is, because I have everything except it. But I just had it in a jersey.
No worries,
but if
man.
You're already naturally a heavy product. So at one pickup, I didn't necessarily notice that it was extra heavy.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. But no, it's cool. It's cool. It was definitely a great trip, and it was fun, and I'm excited to get more into it. But what I'm finding I'm finding those local weather cans all over the place. Like I got a bunch in my truck, empty local weather cans. I got a bunch in the garage. Like we had some stacked up. There were some on the back of the vehicle. There were some on the table that we were building the decks on, man. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering how many cans do you think we slammed while you were here? I think you were only here with me maybe 24, maybe 36 hours, maybe even less. Actually, probably less. I mean,
It was
had to have been
it
at
was-
least 10.
It was in theory like 20 hours, right? It was actually like a super action-packed 20 hours, but it was actually like 19 or 20 hours in
Yeah,
theory.
it seemed longer. It seemed longer for sure.
So for those just tuning in, obviously I went down to Dallas on the weekend. It's what now? It's Friday, or it's almost Friday here. It's Thursday night, but I went down to Dallas on Saturday. I would have got in Saturday about midnight. I went and stayed with a buddy there, and me and my buddy, we went to the game, we went to marathon. Sorry, on Saturday morning we woke up. There was a marathon going on by his place where he was there in Dallas. You probably know the area better than I did, where you picked me up. But on Greenville Street there in Dallas, there was a little bit of a marathon going on. So we took the dog for a walk, went down there, grabbed some Starbucks, had myself a coffee, enjoyed the morning scenery, and just kind of hung out, took in the day. He took me around to a few bars. I went to Four Down Dallas. It's a nice little skate spot, all volunteers, set up by Mike Crum down there. Went down, checked out what they were up to, and they got a nonprofit. They try to feed a lot of people in the community and many other things. So it's really cool to see that. And they had a big, huge vert ramp. I see we got Ali Irfan chatting in with us, coming in on YouTube. What's going on, Ali? Stoked to be there. What up, Ali? Let's go. But no, either way, it's pretty cool to see what Mike Crum had going on down there. So my buddy took me down there. He's good friends with him. I didn't drop in on the big vert. I'm getting old. I didn't want to do that. My first time riding in a few months as a Canadian with probably no insurance down there. But dropped it on the half pipe. Got a couple spinneroos, a couple trickadooskies in on the 4 foot and 6 foot, and had a good old time. It was fun. So got a rip in there.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait to see more content from it. I saw you posted a clip on Instagram that had a couple cuts from it. So if you got more, I'd like to see it. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Still
no,
getting over a little here, man. And I'm going to try to mute before I cough every time. I promise I'm going to try to mute.
Oh, you do what you got to do. But yeah, we can maybe pull up a little video. I edited up. I know I still got some skate clips I want to work on. But then getting into the big one, I would say, the Chargers got a touchdown. They put a score on the board.
No way. Good for them, man. Didn't want to get blanked like somebody this past week.
Oh, the Sassy Summit. What's going on? Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. But what I really want to get into is my Sunday night. That was the big game, right? Dallas versus the Eagles. Got there. Me and my buddy went down to the game. Got to check out.
Wait, are we reviewing games already? We're just jumping right in reviewing games, huh?
What do you mean? We're talking about the trip, aren't we?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, we could be talking about games and the trip. Do you want to save this for when we're talking about games? What are we doing?
No, not really.
Okay, go.
Feel free. We got hockey games. We got skateboarding. We got so many things to talk about. We can't just talk about it.
Love it. Take it. I'm just interrupting you.
Yeah, no, exactly. You're just messing with my flow, messing with my status. But nonetheless, basically, going on a little bit of Sunday night action. Right, went to the game there. It was a good game. It was really cool to go to AT&T. Obviously, lots of games went on earlier than that. It was the Sunday nighter, and we'll get into those in a little bit and how they all went earlier in the day. But crazy stadium, right? Like that thing is massive. It's insane. There's not even one post in the damn building. Those like super beams that they have to like go one end to the other that the like folding roof is on. It's like, it's nuts. If we had an editor, they'd cut this clip up, throw it on socials. They'd put AT&T like opening the stadium, right? We'd be rolling, and then people would be like, "Wow, these guys are special." But nonetheless, it's amazing. Like you walk into that thing, and it is a literal mega superdome. Like you're like, "Holy heck, how is this so big?" Like the screen is massive, and you're just like, it's a pretty mind blowing building. And then outside. Well, one thing I think I need to do, I need to start like putting it in the website, like ranking stadiums. Like I think I need to make a criteria for ranking stadiums, and like for NFL, NHL, and MLB, I'll give like a ranking based off like aesthetic, game vibes, and like a couple things. I'll make a few things like the Ring of Honor, how aesthetically pleasing it is. I'll make a thing of like 10 criterias that I rank stadiums on, and then I'll
and then average them or something.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's something I want to do because, there's things that were awesome. There's things that weren't, like the tailgate. I would say the outside at Jerry World is insane in Dallas, right? Like you go down there, there's all the outside bars. There's an outside field. It's like a full vinyl, like deck. And you're just like, yeah, there's a few $1,000,000 spent outside building this little pad to hang out in. But I would say like when I was in Denver, the tailgating vibes were cooler. The tailgating vibes, it was more party. It was more friendly. It was more cool. It was more fun. There was more going on, I would say, in Denver. A little smaller area out front, but funner. I don't know how to explain it. It was funner. Dallas was cool.
I mean,
outside.
were there more people getting out there and getting wild in Denver than there were in Dallas?
Potentially, maybe, 50-50. I would say that like Dallas, yeah, it was a big party outside in Denver. It was fun.
So Dallas also has that Texas Live area that is, I don't know what side of the stadium that is. So I don't know if that's kind of where everybody filters to. And
yeah, that's probably a big party too on the other side at the bar. But just as for like free outside chilling tailgating, I would say those vibes were more rock solid in Denver. But either way, Dallas was pretty rad. It was pretty cool. My only gripe, I would say, is I was down there. Some guy told me, just get standing room tickets, right? It'd be great. You have a good old time. It'd be a good experience. I don't know. It was some guy, some local. He was local down there. He's all right guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
But he was telling me, he's like, yeah, you just get standing room tickets. You'll be able to see the game. It'll be okay. If you can't, don't worry about it. There's lots of bars around you. Just take a plop, whatever, have a seat. It'll be a good old time. And I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, no worries. I'll just buy a couple of those. So I grab a couple, right? Get a few standing rooms. I go, well, fuck, I didn't even see the field. Barely seen the field. I was just like, well, what am I doing here?
All right. So walk us through it, though. Walk us through it. So you walk in. How early did you get there? How many people were in front of you? How soon did you get to the standing room only seat areas? How many were there? Where were they at in the stadium?
I would say we got to the stadium hour 45 before the game time. We took a little tour outside, about an hour and a half before we went in, took a quick little peek, like, hey, what's going on here? I would say like the front railing across everywhere, for the most part, I would say like 80% railing capacity, about an hour and a half ahead, like just like one row deep of humans, but like railing capacity. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
I was like, let's go outside. Let's hang out because I'm not fucking standing here like an idiot for an hour and a half. What the hell? Let's go outside. Let's enjoy the tailgate. I'm not standing in a railing. That's stupid. So then I went outside. We were tailgating away, right? And so then I would say we went in about 20 minutes before. Well, my God, it's 9 people deep. You're like, okay, well, this is amazing. Like, I just wanted to enjoy a hot dog, have a good old time. Cool. 9 people deep. If I just had a seat, I'd just go to my seat. Wouldn't matter. So anyways, you go in 9 people deep, right? Well, 10 people deep. A guy wants a beer. Like, I got to stand there. I can't see the goddamn game. I just got to stare and watch it on the television. So, okay, I need a beer. Oh, it's 11 people deep. Well,
it's a big TV, though. It's a big TV.
Oh, yeah, no, that at very least, they could charge me for the money because at least I could see the goddash TV. That's all I had going for it. So then well, fuck, I can't enjoy the game. I need a Dallas cheesesteak. Now it's 13 deep, 14 deep, 27 fucking deep. All of a sudden, why even be there? We're 27 people deep, and I just want to enjoy a beer and hang out. My knees are sore. My buddy, he's in his 50s. He's just like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm arthritic. I've been standing up for 4.5 hours. We go outside. Well, it's -2 in Dallas. What are you guys doing? You're supposed to be in the desert. I'm supposed to come. I'm supposed to be on a holiday. I'm supposed to be nice and toasty, roasty, warm. No, freezing. Just out there, just shivering. Like, send me back to Canada. May as well pack my parka, come down to Dallas. What's going on?
Yeah, so I agree. It's cool.
But in your defense, because I like you and you're my friend and you're the person who told me all this, for anybody who never figured out this asshole. But nonetheless, I found out some MFer was letting people in. Did you hear the news? In Dallas, someone at the gate was letting people in for cash.
Hell yeah. Tight move. So you told me they sell 30,000 standing room only tickets to the stadium.
Here's the factor that I just said. Someone was letting people in for free. So how many even had a ticket? So like, because the person who did it got arrested, right? Like, and so was there supposed to be 27 rows of people? Might there have only been 10? Like, how many did this person let in for cash? Did he let in 1,000 people, 100 people? If you let in 1,000 people, that's 8 rows that didn't need to be there. they let in 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people. That's 10, 50. So like, where's my refund, NFL? Dallas, Jerry, I fly 4,000 damn miles across Canada down. I'm like, I just want to come to Jerry World and enjoy a goddamn Cowboys game. And you guys have 5,000 people and they don't even have a ticket. And I got to stand behind all these yuppies trying to enjoy my Dallas Cowboys cheesesteak. There's just people wandering around. You don't even like what's going on? Just a free for all? Come on, Jerry, get it together. Pull some slack. Give me a press box. Me and No Sleep deserve VIP as
agreed,
well.
Agreed. So I want to add a little bit more to this right now. Have you ever been to a hockey game and you wanted to line the glass on your home team side before they come out of the ice and do warm up, so you can be like right down there up close?
I thought about doing it at your arena with the Caner billboard. I was going to go in your like whole. I was going to actually hold up a Caner glass. I thought about it. I truly considered it.
So listen, at your home arena, you got to get down there over an hour before the game to be standing there ready for them to come out and play, right?
That's fair. Yeah.
Why couldn't you do that at a Cowboys game? Just you're an hour early. It's only one row deep. You just go and you stand there and you wait, right? You wait for the game. They come out. You get to see the game. You get to see Aubrey's 60-yard field goal. It was amazing. You know what? It was even, I think, Cowgirl night where they had cowgirls throughout the decades. So you had the Dallas Cowgirls from the 70s out on the field. You had them from the 80s, the 90s.
I watched that.
Oh, you did? You checked it out? Okay, gotcha.
This is cool. I got to see this because it would have been on TV. I was happy. That was the one thing that made it worthwhile.
Was Dolly out there? Was Dolly out there? Was she one of them?
No, I don't think so. She wasn't in there. But okay, so like sure. Yeah, right. I could do that. So now I know for next time. But next time I'm just not going to be a brokey. I'm just going to get a real ticket and like grab a seat and enjoy.
Hopefully, but you can buy me one too. Hopefully you can buy me one too because I'm in. I'll go sit in a seat at Jerry's World.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I almost spent $1,000 to take it on DraftKings Lounge, and I wish I would have because they're like just honestly though, to fly all that way to come that like for you in your hometown, it might be different to come all that way. I didn't get to see the game, right? Like, it's like, what was the point? There was no point in being there. And that's just no mad at anybody. It just, I wouldn't do it again. I would splurge on the tickets. I don't want to stand at a railing for 5 hours and not get a beer, not get no food just to see the game either. I would rather sit at home on my couch. So I would rather just have seats. I
think he's mad at me, guys.
I just want the NFL.
He's mad.
Buddy, okay, you got to understand. The angrier I am, the more likely the NFL gives us free tickets.
Oh, sorry. Okay. That means at the NFL.
I got it. We're blaming. I'm taking the heat off of you, and I'm putting it all on the dude who let in all the people for free. It's his fault because I bet you if he didn't let them in, TKB could have just enjoyed himself a row or two back. I could have just gave a couple low elbow shovey.
Yeah, you could have probably been on the stairs. No line on the stairs, just hanging on the stairs watching the game.
Guys on the stairs, so you can't be on the stairs. That's not allowed. They don't let you on there. And there's even lines taped at the top of the stairs where you can't like stand in the view of the stairs, like so you can't look at the open view down the stairs. They don't even let you hang out there. They just boot you out.
Okay,
so you have to be packed into the little areas that they decide. Otherwise I could have maybe seen it. So once in a blue moon, I'd go for a wander and I would like stand on the stairs halfway up and like peek over and I could like see the game. I'd be like, oh, look there it is. I see. Oh yeah, no, it's you can't even see me. I'll do this for 47 minutes because you're texting your girlfriend or your wife or the only one you have, your wife.
I'm sharing out the space from other accounts, just trying to grow our following, trying to post it on.
I did it in the first 2 mints, but I respect it. But anyway,
I have multiple accounts.
Like this, and I'd be like, hey, can I see? Oh, this way, maybe we'll go. They'd be like, hey, sir, out. And I'd be like, yeah, whatever. And then I'd kind of around the other side, I'd be, hey, like, oh, yeah, is that Aubrey? He's gonna make is that Aubrey go? Oh, hey, sir. Gone. And then I'd be in it. So then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to live off cheesesteak and beer. And so that's what I did.
So back to Aubrey's kick. Holy shit. Did you go back and look at that? I mean, dude could have hit a 70 or 75 or I don't even know. Just crushed it.
Actually,
pretty cool.
Crushed it so hard that actually from 27 rows back and standing, I kind of just seen the ball crest.
Really? Just seen it. Okay. I thought you thought you were going to catch it. I'm not really sure.
No. I was too far back for that.
Okay, that was it was going 10th row, not 27th.
Yeah, no. 10th row down below, not 27, way up. This was way back.
Gotcha.
Anyways, we better teach some people some things. We better talk about some foosball game, and then maybe we'll get into a little bit of hockey and what went on in that game on Sunday night. But I know we got Spacer. DK, if you want to request up and come chat, you're welcome to. You can talk to us live in the space. We'll say hi to you. If not, all good. Tell all your friends, invite all your friends, tell them to come hang out with the boys as we get a little Bush League banter going here on a Thursday night while the Raiders are handing out an absolute whooping. Like, I mean, it is a pure whooping. I cannot explain. It's just an absolute live.
Say, man, you know the best part of waking up is not giving a fuck? Why you do that? You got this present. Big Snoop DOWG, Therefore mixtape, and this is for you. Yeah.
Bush League Beatdown! Brought to you by Bam Bam Boxing. Check out the workouts today. Oh, man, I felt like that was just the place we had to roll. That the beatdown is going on right now. We were so busy last week, we probably barely even had time to roll over and review it. So I just saved the space with the beatdown of the week happening right now. I mean, I didn't save it, actually. Aiden O'Connell and the Raiders saved it. Absolute whooping. 49 side. Nobody's seen this one coming. And I didn't, because I didn't even set my lineup. Josh Jacobs on the freaking 2 teams. My fantasy teams. I started Josh Jacobs. I played 14 weeks to get in the playoffs, and I start Josh Jacobs. He's out.
Dude, that's absolutely nuts. I get it. That kind of thing happens. You're managing 8 leagues, man. At least it's only 2. How many did you not make the playoffs in?
I think I made the playoffs in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I missed in 5. And then I'm managing like 8 that I'm not playing in. But I'm gonna lose out in 2 because of this dumb Josh Jacobs. But like, you know what? Like,
that's the way it goes.
But it's bullshit because, yeah, sure, they announced it 7-8 hours ago. I get it. But I'm a freaking dad. Like, and I'm working. 7-8 hours is piss. You guys got to decide yesterday if you're fucking playing or not. And then
should they make that a?
I don't got time for their today bullshit. It's you're feeling good or you're not. You fucking wake up in the morning and you decide. That's it.
That's not player conscious. You're not worried about the player, and that's bullshit.
Oh, I am, because how much stress do you think they're going through up to game time trying to figure it? Just wake up and make the call, and then
what if they make the call the day before? Man, maybe they're gonna just make some assumptions that they're gonna be good the next day. What are we?
The morning of, because you could have a bellyache. I give them
all right. So yeah, if it's morning of, well, hold on. Your argument was just 8 hours. If it's morning of. Like, what are we saying? By 8 a.m.? Are we saying by 9 a.m.? Oh, by 9 a.m. on the West Coast, that's 1 hour before game time. What are we talking about?
Actually, just so that you know, today's Thursday. So,
I'm just in general. You said 8 hours before a game. What are we talking about? It could be an 8 hours before a Sunday 10 a.m. game on the West Coast. What are we doing?
I said it. I didn't factor in Sundays. I just factored in my emotions for right now at this 8 p.m. game, which therefore it would have been fine, right? So whatever. The rule's 24 hours. If that's how you want to be on Sunday morning, if you're playing Sunday morning, decide the night before. Just make.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, they should think about fantasy owners, right? They should be worried about fantasy owners.
No, that's not it. It's just like, what are the chances that if your ankle's broken on Saturday night, it's not on Sunday morning? Like, it is or isn't, man.
That's true. What do you think about all of the questionable, the doubtful, the different, categories, right? I guess questionable and doubtful are the only 2.
It's just as confusing as every woman I try to see. Don't know what's going on. Are they in the lineup? Are they out? Are they on the bench? Can I roster them? Do I tuck them on IR to call them up later in the year? I don't got a clue.
I haven't seen many doubtfuls, man, but I do know I had one roster this past week with 4 running backs out. 4 running backs out, not IR.
That is horrible. But I'll tell you a little secret. We got a buddy here. We got a pal, and he's got his hand up. I think we should see what he's got to say. We're just ranting and yelling. We should see what the real DK has to say. DK, what do you got happening? What do you got to tell us? We're here. We're listening. You're live with the boys, TKB and No Sleep, 2 greatest fantasy hosts that nobody knows about. What's going on?
Boy, boys, how Bush League are you? Oh my God.
We're not Bush League at all. We're dominating the airwaves.
Hold on. Oh my TK, how could you not swap out Josh Jacobs, bro? I have Jacobs too. I got the noti on my phone. I went to my phone. I swapped the homie out. It was done and done.
No, that's fair, and I respect it.
Done and
Okay,
dusted.
we got to take a couple stats. How many kids you got?
Just one.
Okay, we're even there. How many employees you have to go babysit today?
About 30. I don't have the VPO, so about 30.
30.
I don't know. 25. I had a head count issues.
30. You had to hang out with them all day. 30 guys.
30 fuckers on the floor, yep.
Oh, where were you? Were you on the floor?
Nah, I got an all.
Oh, well, I had to be on the floor. Either way, you're 29 guys ahead of me, but I had to be in the thick of her all day. And you want me to set my lineup.
Way more leagues, so I have about half as many leagues as you.
Okay, well, here's the next one. Here's the next one. You see this beautiful show? Who do you think produced this goddamn thing? Who do you like? I'm here. I'm like sacrificing it for everybody, right? For sleep, for you, for the good people of Twitter. TKB's whole entire frickin' fantasy season goes down the dust to make sure I got an intro for this pathetic show.
I don't think we're pathetic. I think we're one step above that. I think that pathetic is just the next step down. You know what I mean? I think pathetic would be row 28 and standing room only at the football game. We're in row 27, man. We're moving our way up.
What row was I in when I walked outside? Okay, go ahead, DK. Sorry, we're just losing it over here.
This is actually genius, bro. You are video streaming on X and also in an X space, and then also YouTube streaming live, bro. I'm over here commenting and hitting up all three channels over here.
Yeah,
we're liking the vibes out here.
It's the future. As soon as people catch on, DK, you and Rancho and Jacoby, you're the only people that have been listening. You guys are coming to the top. Nobody even knows we're here. Nobody has a clue. It's just like the frickin' Cowboys game. They didn't. Is TKB watching? No clue. Nobody. Fuck, the cameras pan around the whole goddamn stadium. They never seen me. The good
I thought you told me you were on. You told me you were on ESPN.
You're lucky. You're gosh damn well lucky that I was there 2 hours early, so I got backstage basically in the Sunday night stream. So shouts to Rodney and Tony Dungy. You can see my dumb ass wearing the Santa hat I got from my little girl in the background waving. Hey, trying to make sure my little girl can see me. Just, woo, what's going on? So at least on primetime Sunday, I don't know where you were, but I'm trying to grow the goddamn show. I'm hustling. I'm grinding. You're saying, oh, you should have been standing at the railing for your own benefit to watch the game. And here I am, just in the freezing cold, trying to get a wave in behind Tony Dungy so the Bushleague Sports Show might get 4 listeners on Thursday night.
I got no comment. No comment. I got nothing on that.
Sacrificing, boys. I was up there in the cold.
Dude, I'll tell you what though. My Saturday and Sunday, I was at I think 9 sporting events. So I hit more sporting events than you did. I mean, mine were ages 5 to 12, so a little bit less, but I was running around all over. Gotcha. What?
Because of my standing room and going outside to just eat corn dogs and watch the game outside, I actually watched more 6-year-olds perform on the outdoor field outside AT&T than actual professional athletes. That is right. For $180 American and $166 parking plus $44 a taco and $62 a beer, I got to watch an elite group of 7 to 12-year-olds perform on an outdoor turf field just outside AT&T Stadium, while actual professional athletes played indoors in a nice warm arena.
Did any of the kids kind of anybody looking strong? Anybody that you guys
they're actually like they were dropping dimes, and I was like, holy, this is the next generation.
Hey, we got to draft this kid. You like anybody you're scouting for your dynasty league, maybe 2030, anything like that?
The kids will be playing in the CFL. I'll be calling them up. But DK, did you have a question, or did you just what was going on?
Saying what's up, and bro, the Raiders have 56 points right now.
Oh,
they scored 0 the last game.
That's your team, isn't it? Too.
No.
He's a Buck. Oh, he's a Bucks. You're a Bucks, right, DK?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's like last week, like Njoku and a bunch of guys got like 20 points each. The week before, they combined for like 2, like 3 guys combined for 2. And the next week, they each got 20. You never know what's going to happen out there. It's just a wasteland.
Dude, how about the Bucks? Are they going to win the South? What's going to happen? What do you think, DK?
I mean, somebody has to, and I think we got it, bro. I mean, I think we got it.
I'll tell you what.
Other teams, besides maybe Atlanta, I don't know. I think we got it. But our offense is absolutely terrible. Our offense is terrible.
Okay, but you're liking this. Hey, we got the future here. You're just figuring out that we're in the future. I've figured out, along with my pal No Sleep here, how to just, like, I think I've basically created Sirius XM on video. People can call in. This is going to be the future of sports radio when people catch on to what the we're doing. They will not. We're going to blow people's minds. They're going to be coming in here trying to be our pals. I'll be like, no, only DK and Rancho and fucking Jacoby get to be our pals. The rest of you guys sleeping on us.
Yeah, man, it's been a blast. It's been a blast for sure. And it's so cool to watch it progress, from this side of the camera, man. I know you're busting your ass and doing it all to get this working.
We've gone backwards, haven't we?
I mean, we struggled a little bit, but I mean, we're still here, right?
Well, we made it, I guess. Okay, well, what the hell else are we supposed to get into in this gosh dang?
Well, hold on. Can I go back to some football stuff real quick? Because I really want to talk about the AFC South.
Well, yeah, we could talk about all last week's games. I got it pulled up here if you want to get into it.
Right.
We got it all there. We can just fly through what went down last week, and maybe we'll get into this week's pick. Speaking of that, if you want to stick with us, DK, if you want to share the space, like, comment, retweet, anybody who's in here, same as you, John. John, you are welcome too as well. If you request up in the space, we'll bring you up. But if I recall, Sleep, our guest the other week, we didn't have the show last week, we did. But our guest the other week, Jacoby, he got to compete against us in the pick'em, and he sucked. Jacoby, we love you. But you suck. You were under 500. I'm sorry. We love you, but we're just going to call it how it is on the Bush League show. You can love me or hate me. You're just going to have to deal with it. But regardless, he didn't win. There was a shredding sassy on the line, and he did not win it. So we're going to put it back up on the line this week, and you can pick up against us. You want to hang on for 5-10 minutes. We are going to transform fantasy football and how you fucking win some shit. I don't know what I was going to say. I'm just babbling.
DK, are you in? Can you wait 5 minutes?
Let's go. I am definitely in.
I like how you confidently said 5 minutes, knowing that we get through nothing in 5 minutes.
Listen, DK, 5 minutes starts when we have 5 minutes left. Okay, when we have 5 minutes left, that's when the clock starts.
Yeah, so just figure it out.
But here we go. This was fun. Yeah, Rancho. We need Rancho up here. I think Rancho is probably a little bit better at picking, so hopefully we can get Rancho up maybe next week. But Jacoby really sucked it up. So
hey, but he's got a nice mustache, and he really put forth a good effort, so we can't really knock him.
He does have a nice mustache. Way better than yours.
I mean, I don't have a mustache.
Give me those instructions again. What am I doing? I was getting yelled at by my wife.
You're good. Oh, don't get yelled at by your wife. Our prize ain't worth that much. It ain't gonna get you if you're still on the streets. If she kicks you out.
That's okay. We're safe for now.
Okay. Well, after we discuss a bunch of nonsense from last week, we're going to do next week's picks. You get to make your picks. Our pal Sleep's going to write them down and then send them to me one day when we both remember to send them to me. And then we're going to see. And if you can pick better than both of us, you're going to win a free sassy. Thank you to our pals over at Shredding Sassy.
Easy A. I'm about to crush it.
Easy in. Okay, so last week, what do you want to get into? What's a big game? Obviously, the Rams and Ravens, tight game. The Ravens end up pulling it off, and they keep the playoff dream running strong. If I recall, they get to play the Jags this week, who took a tight loss last week, and that's going to be a battle. If I recall, I think Ravens and Jags, but they're both, I think, 8-3 going into one this week. But last week, just a performance again from Isaiah Likely. I told everybody, don't start Isaiah Likely. We've seen what he's likely to do. He's likely to not do a whole lot. He's just going to do what he did at the start of the year, put up 4-5, who knows? And here we go. As always, Tyrone's likely going to be wrong, and he was again this time. The kid put up 20 points.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Going to the Ravens, man. I want to go back and say, dude, overtime win against the LA Rams. LA Rams aren't that strong though. So is that
you ever watch Super Troopers?
Yeah.
Okay. You know when they're like when he's got to say meow?
Right, meow.
Yeah, meow. Okay.
Meow.
From now on in
Meow.
the show, we should each get to pick a point where when someone says something, we'd be like, hey, like Super Troopers, that word. And they have to say that word 5 times like in that bit.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Because I said likely at least 5 times.
It was impressive. It was impressive. I mean, every time, were you referencing his name every time, or did you were some of them he likely? I don't even remember. I don't even think I listened. I might have blacked out. I might have blacked out when you were saying that.
It was good. It was good. I know.
All right.
Okay.
Anyways, so DK still with us. So DK, do you want to walk us through that Bucks win?
Ooh, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Yeah. What are your thoughts on your boys edging one out against the Bijan Mustard and the Falcons?
Bro, it was like the turd bowl basically. You know what I mean? I'm glad for the win, but I mean it's rough sledding out here. You know, we had some like missed plays though. Evans especially. I mean, there was one just end zone shot that like it was just like inches. So I mean, the game was a lot closer than it probably should have been. But bro, Atlanta's trash. There's no way in hell we should win this division, honestly.
I respect it. I'm trying to do fancy stuff in the stream. T-Daddy, whoever you are, I love the NHL logo and I love the name. Stoked to have you here. We're just bantering through a little NFL. We're going to get into a little NHL banter here in a little bit and get into the game, Dallas Red Wings game we were at on Monday night. But we're just ripping through the end of fantasy football. So thanks for joining us. Stoked to have you here. But real DK, we're going to keep her moving, keep her grooving. Yeah. If you check up top 2 T-Daddy, we got a live stream going. So please share it out. Tell your friends, get it going. We're trying to change the face of fantasy sports. So by all means, request up. We'd like to have you ask us any questions. Same as you, John. We see you there chilling with that beautiful tent. Come on up, say hi.
Can you pull back up the standings? There was one that or not the standings, the scores from last week.
Last week's scores. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's get over to those Broncos, man. Your Broncos against the Chargers. So, I mean, we look like another big win for the Broncos. Makes me want to think that the Broncos are good and that they're in the hunt for the playoffs. But now we see the real Chargers against the Raiders, and how do we feel about that Broncos win now that the Raiders are beating the brakes off the Chargers?
I don't know what to think about my Broncos this year. I mean, they're all over the place, right? Obviously, I had good high hopes for them coming in through like week 2, 3, 4 when I was down in Denver when they played the Jets. Obviously, that took the wind out of my sails watching the Jets whoop them, and Russ just had a horrible game, couple fumbles, and just wasn't an impressive game to watch. I would have just like standing room in Dallas. I may as well have stayed home. It couldn't have been any worse. But nonetheless, it was. You know, it was good to see them rally, go 5 straight. Sean Payton and Russ maybe actually be worth 17 first-round picks and $200 million or whatever the hell they gave. I don't even know if they're picking again till the dawn of the new era. There'll be a new Bible written before the Broncos get a first-round pick. But regardless, like they took a tough loss the week before. I really thought they should have had that game. They would be sitting in playoffs right now, which is insane for how horrible they were playing. But they're sitting right on the cuff. I think there's 5 teams sitting at 7-6. So, we'll see what the Broncos can do the rest of the way to close the season out. I'm not sure exactly who all they got playing, but we can probably pull that up. We do have the technology the rest of the way. But is there any other games you want to get into while I maybe take a peek and see what their schedule is looking like?
Yeah, no worries. So the last game I wanted.
Real DK's got something intelligent to say.
DK, you need to like ring a bell or something like that. Use one of the sound effects, the soundboard, so we know that you're about to speak. Like just in the middle of us talking, just like start throwing some claps or some drums or something, so we can hear you and just kind of just stop everything we're doing.
I wish I knew how to use the soundboard on this thing on my phone. That's why I'm in awe. You guys are like streaming from like 3 different things.
Yeah, I have no clue what I'm doing.
I was going to say, I feel like the Denver Broncos is a waste of a playoff spot, right? Don't you guys feel that way? I mean, I know it's your team, TK. I love you, but
I don't know. I think we lost him. I don't know where he went. The guy's gone. I don't know what happened. Maybe he'll come back up. We call it. No, okay. What's going on? What the hell? What are you talking about?
over the Broncos taking one of those spots, man. Look at all those teams fighting for that spot, that last spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, who do you want to give it to? The Pittsburgh Steelers? What do you on this guy's side?
We got the Texans in here, bro. We got
Well, the
The Texans got smoked by the Jets.
You know what? Okay, so the Texans, they could have maybe had a spot. Whoa.
Out the game. See, out the game. Nico Collins out the game.
Exactly. They don't deserve anything anymore. CJ Stroud and Tank Dell were the future. That is my fantasy dynasty team. You don't ever beat those guys. They were the absolute future. But he is absolutely screwed without Nico and Tank Dell. So who do you want to give it to? What's your argument? I hate all the other. Well, of course, you're going to give it to the Broncos. Who else are you going to give it to? Sleep, where'd you go? You left the space. You quitting on me? You're going to quit the show next? Where'd you go?
Maybe my phone died. I don't know.
Kid probably took it. He's running around down the street. You lost connection.
What about the Bills right there? The Bills right there. You're gonna give that playoff spot to the Broncos over the Bills?
Okay, well,
but no, we'll see.
You know,
the
what?
Bills are your Super Bowl pick, man. Bills are your Super Bowl
Bills
pick.
are my Super Bowl pick. The Bills can have it. The Bills can have it because then I'll look really smart. But if there's two people that can have it, the Bills. There's two wild card spots, so give one to the Bills, one to the Broncos. What are we fighting about? Okay, anyways, Broncos schedule. Lions, Patriots, Chargers again. Hopefully the Chargers are dust. I mean, look at them. They're getting smoked right now.
That's a solid schedule. That's a solid schedule.
Lions have been kind of playing shitty, so like they should easily go 2-2, 3-1. I think 3-1 it gives them 86% chance of making the playoffs. So the Broncos could be doing it. I could be, man.
Did you just pull that 86% chance out of your ass?
No, I learned it somewhere. I stole it from some other place on the internet that was doing stats better than we do.
Got it.
What I can tell you is that you guys, okay, I got a bone to pick with you because I know you know some people that Trading Sassy. You're over there, you work there, and you do things and stuff over there. You guys got this East Denver thing in March, right? Cool. It's awesome. East Denver's March. You guys have your Trading Sassy event. That's fine. I respect it. But next time, you really got to use your head, right? Like, you got to book this when it could maybe be playoffs, right? Because then imagine how cool it'd be if we were coming down to Denver and it was like, hey, the Broncos are also in playoffs. It's nice February, beautiful snow. I mean, just consider it in the future. Because
we'll do. Noted. So I just requested backup from my other device, but the Sassy Summit had to leave the space. I'm sorry. They texted me and said they can't be here anymore.
That's fine. You don't have to come either, but they're welcome to stay. T Daddy, I love the name because I too am a T Daddy myself.
Hey, we got a lot to get through. We told TKB, or we told
that's me.
DK. We told DK. You got just a bunch of letters. What are all the letters with you guys? Can we just have names like Sleep?
I mean, is he DK? But he might not be DK. Hey, you know what else, DK? Because I like you, I'm going to tell you a secret. So you on this stupid leaderboard that I have to track everything have like 3 different goddamn accounts. You don't even know what you're doing from one day to the next.
Why don't you combine them for me, bud?
Well, yeah. So, it's like, it's not like I have anything better to do with my life, right? I just have absolutely nothing but time on my hands, just infinite amounts of time. It's not like I have to manually add 144 people's stats together every day for the Friends Fantasy League for like 7 people who actually give a shit and 132 that don't even know they're in that goddamn league. But I manually do it week after week. But for you, I'm going to manually add your 3 together because you deserve it. You've been a beautiful, great friend. I love the support. That said, I think I'm only going to maybe, let's see, stop clapping for a sec. Let me see. No question. Yeah, no Bushleague background. So I'm probably only going to add 2 of the 3. But, if you fix that, maybe we can get them all combined together. We'll see how it goes. Nonetheless, the other game that was surprising was seeing the Giants do anything. Danny DeVito, baby. Let's go. 24-20. The kid comes right out of Italy. His agent, this is agent right from the Al Capone's trunk. Look at the guy just got a little Guido. Mafia's coming for me now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the schedule because I feel like that just kind of leads into it. They beat Green Bay. I think that you guys got a good chance. I think you got a good chance to go 3-1 for sure.
Wait, I just found out right now that the Dolphins lost to the Titans. What?
Yeah. Yeah, and Mozart still put up 2 TDs, still had good numbers, but nope.
What the hell? How the mighty have fallen? Or is Henry back? Did you just rock eye me? Did you just stone cold? Or no? The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, whatever.
I can't do it with both eyes. My daughter makes fun of me. She always does it because I do it to her. But I can't do it like with both or the other side.
That's fair. I respect it.
Looking like I'm going to have a seizure.
Anyways,
hey, one more game.
Okay, you got one more game. What is it?
Come on now. The Vikings versus the Raiders. The biggest score in NFL history. Come on, let's see.
We
What
thought
are we talking about?
6-0 the week before was pathetic for the Chargers and Patriots. We get a 3-0. And like DK was saying, the guy could probably host the show. He's got more information than us. The last week they put up 0. This week 63. They're about to actually hold on. Whoa, go Vikings! You got to put up more than 70, so the Broncos aren't the worst team in history. Go! We need 2 more touchdowns now. You got 9 minutes. Thank you.
It's doable.
Man,
all right, hey, but back to the 3-0. 3-0
cool.
only happened once in the last, or only happened 3 times in the last 30 years. 3-0.
Has there ever been a 2-0? Has there ever been something that pathetic? Because that's as pathetic as it could get, right?
Google,
you know
tell
what's
me.
trippy is because there was another score that the Vikings got earlier in the year that had never been gotten before, and it was like a random score. It was like 1834 or something, and they were like, that score's never happened in the 100 years of NFL. And then they come out with another one, but it's 3-0. Horrible. At least they're on the winning end. But 3-0? Come on, man. I put Jefferson in the lineup, and that's what I get as a thank you. Horrible. Also,
yeah, me too. That was a terrible mistake, but I'm going to play him this week too.
We're going to be gambling in a second, DK. Last one, Bills Chiefs. The Bills needed that one. I think without that, the Bills playoffs hopes were over. Mahomes was crying like a little Kermit the Frog baby. Can't even understand him. Just whining around like a little biatch at the end of the game. I mean, come on, dude. You've gotten more free calls than anybody in the entire history of Earth. You're literally got spoon-fed right to the playoffs last year. They're like, oh, little Kermit's getting filmed for our movie. We got to get him to the show. And then he won the Super Bowl fair and square. I'll give him that, but just spoon-fed right to the finish line, this prick. And he's crying, telling Josh Allen, that's some trash. Get the hell out of here. Go with T Swift and Kels. Hop on the PJ. Get the hell out of here. Take your dusty brother with you and just go. That's enough. Now what? Everybody's
all right. So there have been 5 total NFL games that were 2-0.
Crazy.
5 total NFL
Never
games with a
3-0.
score of 2-0. However, the last one was in 1938, so it was before the Super Bowl.
But never
I don't know.
3-0.
Yeah, there was one 3-0, and there's been a ton 3-0.
Oh, I thought that was the first ever 3-0. Okay.
No. There's been 3 in the last 30 years.
Cool. Okay. Anyways, DK's been waiting here for at least 45 minutes. We got to get this rolling here. So we're going to get picks going. How this works, DK, we are going to give you a little bit of info. We're going to dial you in, teach you what's happening. Before, we got to see how we went live.
Weekly picks.
Another big win for the kid. 9-6. You love to see it. You are absolute dust sleep. Thankfully, nobody picked us. They would have won for sure because we didn't do that good. But, I pulled back ahead. Last week, you caught up a couple. And this week, TKB back in the lead, back dominating.
In my defense, there was something in my eye when I was making my picks and I couldn't see well, and that's why I lost last week. But we actually had all the same picks except the 2, and I lost both of those 2. Steelers let me down. It seems like it's been a normal thing lately. They've lost to 2-10 teams this year. They've lost to 2 teams that were
It's crazy. how the only 2 picks that you didn't follow me for, you were wrong.
Yeah. Sucks. But listen, the only reason I didn't pick the Cowboys is because I had to pick against you while you were here. I should have picked the Cowboys because that was a Bush League beatdown for sure.
All right. So here's what's going down. We're going to get through these picks, DK. You're going to hop on the screen with us. You're going to be allowed to come through these picks. We're going to let you know what game we're going. I don't know how you're tuning in, but we'll tell you what game. We're going to tell you when you should pick, and you give us your picks. Sleep's going to write them down. If you can beat both of us, you're going to take home a prize here at the end of the week. We'll let you know next week what's going on. So first game, I think we're all just going to unanimously get the Raiders. We all get the Raiders. It's already playing. None of us, I don't think, called it early this week, so it's a free one. That's a bingo freebie for everybody. Raiders for all of us. But getting into Saturday, this week kicks off the Saturday games. 3 on the Saturday slate, starting in the morning with the Vikings and Jake Browning and the Bengals. What's going on? What are we thinking? The Vikings, is 3 going to be enough to beat the Bengals? I got the Bengals. What do you got, Sleep?
Yeah, Bengals all day for sure.
Bengals all day. DK, what do you have happening, brother?
I'm definitely going Bengals. Browning, Chase. I mean, they just got it together more.
I feel like I should switch to the Vikings now. That clean sweep scares me, but Bengals it is. Steelers, Colts in the afternoon game. Steelers looking like they are they at home? Nope, they're on the road at the Colts, I think. Tough, man. That one's a tough one. That's a toss-up.
That's not too tough for me. I'm going Colts on that one.
So I heard somewhere recently that Joe Flacco has almost as many TDs in 7 quarters of football, or 8 quarters of football as Kenny Pickett does all year.
Makes
It's
sense.
little rough in Steeler country. We got JT Jonathan Thompson coming in on the comments here, giving us his picks on the YouTube stream right now. He wants to know the best place to join y'all at for this ish. I'm not really sure what he means by that, but whatever this ish is.
Are you trying to join us for the Twitter space, buddy? Because if you're trying to get in on these picks, the Twitter space, I request up, get in up on the stage, and you can fire away with DK. But you can go Colts too. We'll let you have it. I'll go Colts with you, buddy. Thanks for joining. We appreciate you.
So I'm gonna go Steelers. I'm gonna stay strong with my Steelers. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried that I'm picking against them right now, and I don't want DK to beat me out, but I'm going to go Steelers.
Love it. Love it. All right. And then in our evening game, Broncos, Lions. The boys need it. Lions are at home. The Broncos are on the road. The Lions, I've been fucking bullish on them all year, but I can't be this week because I need the Broncos in the playoffs. Let's go Broncos.
Broncos are like a Cinderella story right now. I think the Broncos are like a Cinderella story. So I actually want the Broncos to win. I want them to win for you. I want you to be happy. JT says he's rugging the Twitter space right now. Harsh delay. So unfortunately, he can't be here. JT, we'll keep up with your picks in the chat. Keep them coming, and I'll write them down for us.
We're like pros. Anyways, who are you going with, Broncos or Lions?
I'm taking Broncos.
Love it. Jonathan, if you want us to care about your picks the rest of the way, you'll know who to pick too. DK, who are you going?
It's Super Bush League again by you two. Back-to-back picks from the heart. I am going the Lions. You two are smoking crack.
That's fair. No, I respect it. Also, if you could please not accuse us of smoking crack. We're both fathers, and we don't appreciate that.
I might be.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so anyways, moving on. JT, he quit. He doesn't want to pick the Broncos. Looks like he's not picking anymore. Okay, so you got those written down, Sleep. We got 4 in the bag. Sunday, we got 4, 5, 6, 7 Sunday games. Starting off with an absolute kind of dust game, Giants Saints. I haven't really been paying attention to either organization. I know Giants got the win last week. Danny DeVito with the big dub. I'm going to give it to I don't know who to give it to. Danny DeVito's going to win again, Giants.
Yeah, I don't know. Saints put up the numbers this past week. We'll see. I don't know if Derek Carr did much, but the Saints still put up and beat the Carolina Panthers. So I guess I'll go Saints.
I love it. DK, what do you got?
Why are we picking before DK? Shouldn't DK be picking first because he's the visitor?
I just decided each time.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So this one is really tough. It's basically a toss-up. It can go literally either way.
Yeah. No, I already said that, but good take.
I don't know. I'm gonna go the Giants. I don't know. DeVito, the boys are at it right now. I'm going the Giants.
No, it's amazing. I love to see you come here and just take my take. What about the Bears and Browns? You're right. We should let him go first.
I didn't pick the Broncos though, so there's that.
Yeah, okay, well that's fair. But Bears and Browns, we need to hear it. What do you got?
Let's see, Bears. Oh, we're definitely going Browns. Absolutely, definitely going Browns. They're stomping them.
The Browns. John made it up. Let's see what he's got. Let's see if he's got anything to contribute. John, we seen you put the Browns on the Bears. Are you caught up? Are you live with us, baby? You live on the air in the future of sports?
Yeah, he's here. He was the first one to call the Broncos. He called it about a split second before DK.
Text calls
Or the Browns. Sorry, the Browns.
Who's this guy? This guy thinks he thinks that I can just answer 14 forms of interwebs. I mean, come on. Okay. Hey, whatever, you got some feedback coming. We're gonna have to cut you off there, John. If you got the video stream coming through right beside you, you're just gonna have to mute one, please. But you're welcome to tell us what's on your mind. Just mute that background noise if you don't mind, please, and thank you.
Yeah, I muted the YouTube video, but you guys are ahead of me, I think.
I wouldn't want to listen to me twice. I'll tell you that for free. Bears and Browns, who you got, buddy? Thanks for joining us.
The Browns all day.
Okay, I respect it. Did the guy who's actually competing, did he tell us who he wants?
Definitely the Browns.
Okay. And I'm gonna take the Bears.
Get the fuck out of here, TK.
Yeah, no, I took the Bears. I'm gonna take the Bears.
Who'd the Bears beat last week? Scroll up for me. Who'd the Bears beat last week?
It was a divisional game. They beat the Lions.
Yeah, they beat the Lions, the greatest team in football. So here's the thing, buddy. And hear me out, right? Because we've done math before, right? We've done fantasy football math. And so what we can tell is sometimes you can do like a football mathonomics and really determine if someone should be like, should they be going into like the fantasy football Hall of Fame? Should they maybe be getting sent down to special ed, right? And so you got a guy here who's taking the Lions to beat the Broncos, right? But then he's got the Browns. I mean, the math ain't mathing. I don't know what else to tell you.
TK, it was a divisional game, bro. Anything can happen in a divisional game. Come on now.
TK, did you check the stats on some of those players? The Lions players all performed like trash. Laporta was trash. St. Brown was trash. They usually put up fucking 40 points combined a game, and they put up 10 combined.
Yeah, no, I respect it.
In terms of fantasy stats here.
Yeah, no, it was definitely absolute trash. I'll give it to you. But anyways, real DK, your math ain't mathing. I'll tell you that for free. Falcons, Panthers. Who you got?
We're going Falcons. The Panthers can't do it. I can't pick the Panthers.
Yeah, nobody can pick the Panthers here.
John, who you got?
Falcons all day. Panthers are trash.
Yeah, garbage.
It'd be cool though. The Falcons. Okay, so I'll give the Falcons a win too. You know that little bird they got like jumping out of the roof and shit right now? Their little mascot. That's pretty cool. I'd like to see that mascot jump right out of the roof, and then the Panther mascot just like eat them, right? Like just out of the air. That's what I'd like to see.
I'm on board for that.
Yeah, no, they should let me just decide what mascots do pregame.
I'm pretty sure that's in the Nature is Metal. If you ever go to the Nature is Metal, I think it's Instagram page. You'll probably see.
So we swept the Falcons across the board?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Okay. I took the Bears. You guys are going to be crying when I was right. Bucks, Packs. What do we got going on? The Packers snuck one out last week, I think. But
no, they lost. They lost to DeVito. They lost to Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito 2 points. Of course, see how my math works. How Danny DeVito beat the Packers. So Danny DeVito's going to win again. The Packers suck, and then the guy who doesn't know math cheers for the other team, which means that the Packers will win, right?
Bucks all day. I mean, I think we're at Lambeau. Doesn't matter. We're gonna take this W. We need it.
When Lambeau? I'll tell you when, Lambo, this Sunday, Bucks and Packers. All right. So who you got, John?
Bucks.
You.
Yeah, I got to go Bucks too, man. I got to go Bucks too.
Beautiful.
Packers are bleeding.
last
They're
game of the
bleeding
morning.
right now.
Last game of the morning. Jets, Dolphins.
No, who'd you go? Who you took Pack? Who did you take?
Yeah, back up, TK. Who'd you take? You take the Packers?
Yes, I did.
Bushleague.
I took the Packers. We did the math already. Giants beat the Packers. You cheer for the Buccaneers. That means the Packers are better than the Buccaneers because Danny DeVito's a legend.
DeVito is a legend. But let's check Jets, Dolphins. Dolphins hurting after a loss to the Titans.
Okay, 2 questions. Okay, speed round. Jets, Dolphins. You got 2 questions on this game. Speed round. Who's going to win the football game? Jets, Dolphins. Sleep.
Dolphins.
DK.
Dolphins.
John.
Fins all day.
Okay. I can't believe they lost last week, but I'll give it to them. Dolphins. Okay, next question. Jets, Dolphins. A race in the middle of the ocean. Who is winning? Sleep.
Jets don't swim. Dolphins.
Ooh. John.
Jets are flying in the sky. Jets beat the Dolphins.
Real DK.
Yeah, I got to go to the Jets.
I'm gonna have
You didn't hear the question. The question was in the ocean.
No,
in the ocean.
You
stated in the ocean in the question.
In the middle of the ocean, which could be like anything, right? Like it could be.
No, it could not be anything. There's one place in the middle of the ocean, and that's underwater.
So, like, I'm just gonna tell you that when I dreamt up the question, I was too baked to consider that it had to just be in the water. I thought it was gonna be a clean sweep Jets the other way. I just thought like the Jets could win the race, but the Dolphins could win. But no, the Jets are just not even worth. The Jets are just not even worth it. I was thinking like who could win a race to a submarine, then the Dolphins would win.
Yeah, they would for sure. After a fish, Dolphins definitely winning.
Okay, cool. So anyways, who's got better sonar, a jet or a dolphin?
Dolphin.
Yeah, I don't think Jets have sonar.
Jets have radar.
Who's got better sonar, a submarine or a dolphin?
Submarine.
Okay, now you know. Okay, anyways, I don't know what type of dumb shit you guys are trying to learn on this show, but we got to get this Sunday.
Hold on, if we're getting technical now, okay? You may not have a jet-powered turbine, but you can have a nuclear-powered turbine in a submarine. So I'm still saying turbine over dolphin.
Do you keep saying turbine or turbine? Like, do you have a turbine that's like spinning on your head? Because I think you kept saying turbine.
Turbine.
John, listen, but the question was jet. The question wasn't turbine or dolphin. It wasn't turbine. It wasn't turbine or dolphin. It was jet or dolphin in the ocean.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
You got a tent. We'll allow it. But anyways, we got to move on. Chiefs, Patriots. What do you guys have happening? I only got holy jeez, I might have to run again. I only got 7% battery life. Let's see if we can wrap this show up, or if you guys idiots are going to keep me on here till it's over.
Dude, we had so much to talk about.
We won't get anywhere. Chiefs over the Patriots. Easy work. Yep, done.
Yeah,
Clean sweep. Do we need to ask the rest of you? No, I don't even care. Texans and Titans. What's going on in that game? Who's got the win? Is it CJ Stroud or is it the Titans that just beat those Jets, Dolphins, whatever the whole thing that's going to win the race in the ocean?
Stroud's in a task concussion protocol, so Titans.
Yeah, he's not even playing. And honestly, they shouldn't play him. He's got no one to throw to. Let him rest. I got Davis Mills.
Is Nico questionable or out?
Doesn't matter.
Dude, Nico's a beast.
A
beast. Let's be honest.
I think Nico's out, but I could be wrong. But if you're starting anybody, Davis Mills, he might get you out of a bind if you need Davis Mills to get you through some fantasy.
This is a tough one, man. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Titans. Titans are gonna win.
DK.
Oh, I'm going Titans.
Cool. So then, John.
I want to go Texans just to debate you guys, but I think Titans as well.
Oh, I just seen our other pal there, T Daddy. He requested up. T Daddy, we're gonna get in Sunday afternoon game. You got any bright ideas for us? What's going on? Nice to have you. What's happening?
Do not bet on the Saints. That's what I'll tell you.
I respect it. Did I pick him earlier? Probably not. No, I picked Danny DeVito. Of course I picked against the Saints. How you doing? Where are you coming from? I like that NHL crest. What's your squad?
New York City. I'm a Red Wings fan. I saw the 2009 jersey in your background, so I was going to talk to you about that, but we can talk about that at a different time.
Oh yeah, no, we'll get into it in a bit.
Oh, you're a Red Wings fan?
Let's go. Woo! Okay, let's get through these picks. I got hockey to talk
Too many
to.
of you out here.
Well, I don't care about this football. I got a Red Wings guy here. We got to get on. We got to get through this crap. I don't want to talk anymore football. I got Red Wings people here. Okay, Sunday, 49ers, Cards. Who's taking it home?
Niners.
Yeah,
I need Kyler Murray.
Let's not talk about it anymore.
I need Kyler Murray in fantasy, though. So I need a game. I need at least a game. But yes, 49ers are probably going to win.
All right,
DK,
moving on.
John, what do we got?
Everybody's saying Niners. We can just move on.
Niners first.
I said Niners second.
That's fair. Sleep, you're learning. We just got to rush through these MFers. Okay, Commanders, Rams. Who's taking it? That's an absolute dust bowl. I'll give it to the Rams.
Yeah, there's no way I'm betting on the Commanders. I'm going
Everyone's
Rams.
going Rams.
Yep, agree. Let's do it. Moving on.
That's sweep.
Everyone's going to Cowboys too.
You guys can get into Cowboys Bills. I got to go get my computer charger. This other guy, Sleep.
Did he just leave completely? Are you guys still there? All right. What's crazy is I can't hear you anymore, so I don't know if I'm playing. But we're gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna keep pushing. So we were gonna go on to the Rams Commanders. Everybody took the Rams. Next is Bills and Cowboys. Let me go grab my phone and I will I'll host this thing. So let's figure this out.
I was here the whole time. I just whipped you up there for a sec. I knew I was here.
Dude.
I just threw you on the stage.
Dude.
I
didn't know. So when you did that,
and you're like, oh, I can hear you. Like, what do I do?
Relax.
What am I gonna do?
Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath.
I can't. I have to run to save the space.
I don't know if people can hear me. I was gonna grab my phone and play the space so we could keep going.
I
my
thought
phone
you
that's
knew
currently
that I
in
was
the bathroom.
giving it to you. I had to go get this cord.
Well, no, I did know you were giving me the space, but with you down, it muted the volume for you, so I didn't know if people could still hear me. I didn't know if the space was still going.
I did
you did that. You did that.
The tail end. It's just some high end editing stuff. I don't know.
Oh, it's cool. Yeah. Okay.
Cowboys, Bills, did you guys figure it out or no? Cowboys,
we didn't talk because I couldn't hear them.
Can you hear that?
Oh,
there it is. I can hear.
Twitter space off. I get it now.
Yeah. Okay. We're so I was gonna go get my phone so I could do the Twitter space. I didn't know how long you were gonna be gone. Your house must be like the size of a hamster. You're just okay. All right. Let's move on. Bills Cowboys. Cowboys. That's a tough game. Cowboys got a tough schedule on the way out. I don't know if they can win the North. It'll be interesting. But let's go. I'm going Cowboys.
Hey, whoa. We got to take a minute here. I apologize. I'm sorry. You should run the show. It's my bad.
I don't care. You're good. Yellow's your favorite, huh? I just see you slamming yellows.
Yeah, no, the yellow one's pretty good. The local weather, mango passion fruit, shouts to local weather. We never even got into me smuggling about 200 of them home. But Cowboys, Bills, that is going to be a heater of a game. The Cowboys probably taking home the division if they get that, but the Bills need it. This is going to be the toughest matchup for the Cowboys closing out their season. Bills are going to take it. I hope it snows 7 feet.
No, I actually agree. Bills are back against the wall. I'm going Bills. They got to win this game.
Yep, Bills got to win it.
Bills have had 2 back-to-back great weeks.
John,
but nobody's stopping the Cowboys.
John,
what's up?
God's going Cowboys. He needs Dak to roll heavy this week.
You're going Cowboys too, Sleep?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay, that's good. Okay, one question. Everybody's allowed. T-Daddy, you can give an answer. How many feet of snow over, under 1.5 feet?
Who's first? Under.
Under.
Gotta take the under on that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like in the 40s, so I don't think they're getting over a foot and a half. I think it's under.
Buddy is coming in with weather reports, global weather reports.
That's hey, you have a hat that says local weather. Hey, can we get more professional here? We might bring him in full time. We need a weather guy. We need a weather guy.
We need a local I was actually thinking today we need like a local weather segment when we bring our guest up. We'll be like, brought to you by our guest, brought to you by local weather, and then he tells us what the weather's like, and we tell him.
You're hired. You're hired. We don't pay anything. We don't get paid either.
I don't get paid. Okay, well, anyways, moving on. The Bills probably going to win. Ravens, Jags, battle of the guy with the cornrows and the guy with the long hair. Who's going to win? Two of the best quarterbacks in the league.
I'm going Ravens on this one.
Got to be the Ravens.
I see how it is.
John.
We're going to go Jags.
Love it.
I like it. He's respecting the long hair. I mean, the long hair people, we got to stick together. You always got to put a little respect on the long hair. Jags at home. This is a game, 8-3, both squads. Are they likely to get a pass to the tight end in this one? I'm not sure how likely that is, if they're going to be able to complete any of them. But, you know, if they can get down there, it's likely they could win it. It's just really going to depend what the tight end does. I think that's really, it's all just likely comes down to that, right?
Sure. Who do you pick?
Jacksonville side, Evan Ingram's going to eat. Ridley's out. He's definitely getting fed the ball. We'll see if Likely does it again.
He likely will. How many times can you say likely in 10 seconds? Ready to go.
All I know is we likely have not taught anybody a goddamn thing today. I'm going to pick the Ravens as much as I want to pick the long hair guy. I'm going to pick the Ravens.
Monday
Eagles.
Night game.
Yeah, Eagles, Seahawks. Who's going to take it? Obviously, we just saw the Eagles lose. They lost 30, 40 points the last couple of games. Seahawks have been playing well, and the Seahawks are at home.
And the Eagles defense sucks.
Which bird is faster, eagle or hawk? Wait, hold on. Hold on. These birds could both race over land and over water. Who wins, eagle or Seahawk? No Googling.
I'm going to Seahawk.
I feel like the Seahawk can put on more distance, right? Because they can live over the sea. Man. An eagle's like the fastest bird going though, right? But Seahawk has sea ability.
No, not the fastest bird.
No, the eagle is one of the fastest birds in existence. What the hell kind of shit were you taught in school?
No, the peregrine falcon is faster.
What's faster?
Peregrine falcon.
What's the fastest, Sleep? We know you're cheating in the background. What's the fastest bird? Fantasy pick. What's the fastest
All
bird?
right. Well, so I'm not looking at the fastest bird. So I was Googling at the time, and eagles are much faster than hawks. I didn't look up Seahawks, and I didn't look up any specific kind of eagle. But hawks can reach up to 120 miles per hour, and eagles can reach anywhere from 150 to 200 miles per hour. And what school do they have in Canada where they teach you flight speeds of birds? What school? Was that a class? Was that a specific class? I kind of want to know more, John.
13 years, man. You learn everything.
13 years of how fast birds can fly.
What do you guys get taught in 13 years?
New York, but B, I bet the peregrine falcon is faster than the eagle.
The what falcon? Falcon?
I like
peregrine, which is what I've been saying the whole time.
Okay, that's fair. We respect it. That's the fastest bird known to our show, the parrot amigo. But okay. Okay. But
dang, the peregrine falcon 240.
Is that a jet? Is that a fighter jet?
Maybe.
Okay. No, okay, but anyways, now that we know what's the fastest bird potentially, what we really need to get down to is who's going to win Super Bowl? You still got the Eagles, or who'd you pick at the start of the year? Oh, yeah, 49ers. You still think the 49ers? Okay, we're going to be going into fantasy.
100%.
Do you still have the 49ers? Do you still think they can do it?
So I had the 49ers beating the Bills, and I don't think the Bills are going to make it that far. But I absolutely think the Niners win the Super Bowl. 100%. If you had to, if you had asked me to do this again, I'd pick the Niners again, and I'd pick them beating the Cowboys in the NFC or the NFC Championship.
Okay, I respect it. Yeah, love to hear it. All right, well, that concludes Sleep. If he wrote them down.
Whoa, hold on. Did we get everybody? So everybody's picking the Eagles. What's going on? Did we decide?
I don't know. Who do you guys pick?
On that, I'm picking the Eagles in that game.
John
picked the Peregrine Falcons.
I'll go with the Eagles as well.
Okay, who are you picking, Sleep?
I don't know, man. I want to pick the Eagles. I'm feeling the Eagles. They just lost. What did they lose? 2 in a row?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, are the Seahawks going to come in, put some points up on that shit defense? And no, I'm going Eagles too. Eagles.
It's Ravens.
Also, we don't know if Gino's playing. Gino might not be playing.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Also, Sleep, I like how you just talked yourself out of it. You were like, the defense sucks for the Eagles. The Eagles are going to lose, and then you're like, fuck it, I'm going to Eagles anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. That's pretty much how it went. Thanks for the play-by-play.
You don't have to understand the math, okay? But now, here's what's going on. So that concludes it. I appreciate it.
Well, did you pick yours yet? You haven't picked yours yet. What's happening right now?
I mean, the Eagles are the fastest.
Listen.
Are we picking which bird wins a water race, a land race, or a football game? What are we picking?
Whatever you want, brother. Whatever you want.
Seahawks win the water race. Eagles win the land race. Seahawks win the race to Asia because an eagle would die. You can't land, and a Seahawk knows how to navigate his way. And in the football game, the Eagles are going to be the faster, better team, but the Seahawks are going to figure out how to pick up the scraps along the way. They're going to get the win.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, so the Seahawks are going to win. Okay, anyways, we got to move on. Football, who cares, right? We got to talk a little bit of hockey.
All right. Hey, thank you, John. Thank you, DK, for coming up and doing this with us. This is what makes this show fun. Other than DK's nothingness and nonsense that he spits during the show, you guys coming up and having fun with us makes it better. So thank you. And if John beats us, does John get a sassy NFT too? Is that how it works?
You run the company, not me.
I don't run the company. I promise you, I don't.
Okay, well, that's up to you. I don't know. He's kind of he's a late bloomer in there. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I think we'll give you. I think you give him a shred it. I think if I think he gets a shred it. You know, he's got
a Slurb holiday shred it.
He's got to win the race. You got to remember, buddy. We start giving all these people gifts. Next thing you know, they're coming in with burner accounts. Their grandma's listening to the show. And they're just taking us for everything we have. We got to be cautious out there. But nonetheless, T-Daddy, stoked to hear it. Red Wings fan. I'm a Red Wings fan for a long time. Are you always from New York? Is that kind of home area, or how'd you get over there? How'd you get to be a Red Wings fan? We got to know before we get into the game we were at on Monday.
Yeah, I'm from New Jersey, but I wrote to Chris Osgood when I was a kid. Obviously, when he got traded away from the Red Wings, disappointing, but good to see him come back on the broadcast. So that's how I became a Red Wings fan.
Nice. And if you may ask, like, how old are you roughly? Like 20s, 30s? 40s?
30. Yeah, 33.
Yeah, no, same thing. So I guess I'm mid 30s, and I would have started playing hockey probably like 92, 93, something like that. And I kind of I became a goalie pretty early on. I know I've told the story on the show before. And then just kind of really took a liking to the Red Wings. They had Hasek and Osgood and all the boys back in the day. And they were just like a dominant team. I was kind of like back and forth. Like, do I like the Wings? Do I like the Leafs? Because as a Canadian kid, the Leafs were kind of, they're pretty appealing. They're kind of like, they're that original 6 team. A lot of people were a Leafs fan across the country, no matter what, just from grandparents being fans of the team and stuff back in the day. But about 97, when the Wings won the first cup in my lifetime, I was just hooked ever since.
No, I mean, did you like the Avalanche at all too when you were growing up?
So you know what? The Avalanche, they can kind of go screw themselves as far as I'm concerned, right? Because as a kid, I grew up. I got the Quebec Nordiques, right? And these guys, they were Quebec Nordiques. They relocate to Colorado. I can't remember the year. I want to say, geez, I don't know if I was to just wing it at a year, it'd be like 99 or 2000, somewhere around there. I don't know.
Oh, way before then. Way before then.
Whatever.
Right?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know when it was. But either way, you look it up. You're on the back end there. I'll run the show. I'll take you off this stage. I'll see if this thing still keeps going or not. No, but regardless, what we have going on there was they go down. They become the Avalanche. Patrick Waugh, Sakic, Forsberg, all the boys. And they win the cup the first year. Like, you pricks. You could have won on the way out. Instead, you roll out. Canada, we haven't had a cup since I was shitting my pants. And we could have had one at least while I was in elementary, but you guys relocate to Colorado. Screw Colorado. The only thing
95.
I like about
95.
huge brawls. Oh, it was that early? Jesus Christ, I got a good memory. I was 8 years old when they relocated. That's nuts that I was that emotional about it at 8 years old.
So being from Saskatchewan, though, like, why didn't you vibe with the Alberta teams, Calgary? You know, that would have been in Edmonton shortly after the Gretzky days. You know, I imagine a lot of people in your area were either Calgary fans or Edmonton fans, right?
How many goddamn wrecked Eddies you eat when I told you the story?
I don't eat any wrecked Eddies. I'm a very responsible human being. I am crystal clear 100% of the time.
That's fair. No, but like I think I was mentioned it in a previous story, but for me, it's just as a young kid, like I say, and kind of, I think a lot of kids really gravitated towards like the Leafs. Like for me, that was something like my grandfather would have been a guy who watched the Leafs and Montreal. That would have been more of an old school team. I know my dad kind of liked Calgary a lot because Calgary was a team nearby. But for me, it was just like, the Leafs were really good. Calgary and Edmonton kind of sucked, right? Like Edmonton was not that good when I was a little kid. They just finished being good. And it was definitely, I liked the Maple Leafs. There was that awe, there was that aura to them. And the Red Wings were good. They were competitive. And again, it was just me becoming a goalie. And I was literally like a little Hasek. Like I could do all the crazy, like kick the puck out of the air and flail around it. And the biggest thing, like I say, where I probably went to it, is being like a kid who didn't have a lot of money growing up, and then becoming the goalie, which is like the most expensive part, right? Like I know people like donated equipment and stuff, and I was the kid who just had like the normal helmet. I didn't have a goalie helmet. So then Hasek became cool, which made me no longer the poor kid. I was the cool kid, and I think that's part of why I kind of gravitated towards liking Hasek too. But I mean, like I said, they won the cup when I was 7 or 8 years old, and when you're already kind of cheering for the team, I mean, it's easy to just get locked on the bandwagon.
Osgood had the same type of helmet too.
Yeah, no, exactly. They had both. It was like
Osgood had the cat eyes though. Osgood had the cat eyes.
Look, there you go, buddy. Look at there's one. I don't know if you can see the stream or not, but there's the Osgood. There's the Hasek.
Ooh, that's from the cup, the 2009 cup. I see the patch in the corner. That was the 2008 cup, the beatdown of the Penguins.
Yeah, one of them's 2000. One of them would have been like, geez, I can't remember what they are. I gotta look.
Was that the series they almost lost last minute too, with the Osgood save at the end?
The one's 2002, and the other one's 2008.
The 2008. I think they beat the Penguins in 5. Does that sound right?
Was it 2008 or was it 7 that they won?
In 2008, they won. In 2009, the Penguins won in 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think I want to say they won in 5 or 6 in 2008. So
yeah.
So T Daddy, I'm from Northwestern Pennsylvania. So I grew up Penguin fan. Yeah. So it was kind of interesting. I'm in Dallas now. Stars season ticket holder, but still love the Pens for sure. But
the Airlines Arena is one of the best arenas to see a hockey game at. Affordable, awesome.
So you've been there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, a couple times. Yep.
Oh man. So TKB and I just were there on Monday.
Probably a good time to get into the game. We were just there on Monday.
Yeah. So I mean, to kind of lay it all out, TKB had a lot of stuff shipped to my house. a lot of local weather drinks. You see it up above me on the shelf. You see it right there. We are not sponsored by them, but we want to be. No,
We will be. They
yeah,
want
we will use it.
they want the free plugs forever. They'll be sponsoring one day.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Was it be blowing up?
But so he came down here to pick up a bunch of them because we couldn't ship them to Canada. So we shoved about 3 suitcases full. I think total weight was close to 200 pounds worth. So we came down here for that.
It's more. We had 370 pounds and a 50. I had 260 pounds I hauled out of that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Just an absolute weapon.
So what I love about the NHL over the last, I think it's maybe 5 years, maybe it's a little less, is that each team plays each other once at least, home or away. So when he was talking about coming down here, we were looking for a time that the Stars played the Red Wings. It worked out perfect. It was this past Monday. So it just happened. He was just down here for the Cowboys Eagles game, and then for the Stars Red Wings game. But I want to know, TKB, and then we'll get over to you, T Daddy. TKB, what was your feeling? I mean, obviously the Stars won. They're the better team. It was expected. But what was your feeling? No comment after that? No comment? You guys got Kaner now? No comment after me saying the Stars were the better team it was expected?
I'm always yelling. I'm just letting you have your moment.
Okay. All right. Thanks for giving me my moment. Thank you. So what was your feeling on the vibe of the stadium? The atmosphere, maybe, kind of how they ran things in the building, the music, the giveaways, the things on the ice. What were your thoughts?
I think so. What I got to do is I think, excuse me, I'm dying. I think I want to put up, once I eventually build out the new, once I move the fantasy leagues off the Bushleague media site onto its own Bushleague sports site, I think at the bottom of the MLB, the NFL, the NHL page, I should have a little ranking system for every stadium. I think it's something I'm going to put in there. I'm going to put a little picture and I'm going to leave it blanks. And I'm going to, over time, fill in my ranking of all the stadiums. And I'm going to rank it on all kinds of different shit. But American Airlines, I was saying it to my friend today, really impressed with just it's super high class. When you're in there, when we're walking around that ring in the middle, there's no arena vibe, right? You don't see the stairs or the scaffolding or any of the stuff. And I don't know if there's another ring up top that's more peasantry. I maybe just had the VIP section because I was hanging out with you, but I presume the peasants up top can still come walk around where we are. Or is there food up top? Is there food?
There's food. The selection's a lot less.
Wait a minute. There's a whole nother floor. You didn't take me to it?
There's 2 other floors you didn't go to.
So what I'll do too is I'll put in a place with these reviews for just to give the places a benefit of the doubt. I'll give them a host score too, how well did the host be around, right?
What are you talking?
So then say a rink gets a 6 out of 10, they can go and be oh, who is the host? Oh, no sleep, and he got a 4 out of 10. Then they'll maybe know. Let's cook the kid back up, VIP, bring him back. We'll give him a real host and 2 him around.
Okay.
Floors. So anyways, my takeaway is that this is a rich and classy place, but that sounds to me like if you took me to LA, but just didn't bother to tell me the Bronx existed, right? Why show me that part? Take me to San Francisco. Don't show me the turds in the alley. Just show me the bridge. I get it, I guess. As far as I could tell, beautiful stadium. I really enjoyed the marble floor. When you were in it, I was is this a fancy hotel? I loved it.
Dude, I appreciate that feedback. I'll take that into consideration next time I bring a friend to the stadium. I'll take him up to the 3rd floor. You can't get on club level unless you got club passes, but maybe we can score some of those wristbands and go check it out sometime. What about the atmosphere in the stadium? What did you think of Stars fans?
They got some stupid chants. I mean, who cares about the Stars, right? But other than that, no, I'm kidding. It's good. No, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the vibes. I liked it. I had a good time. I enjoyed the atmosphere in there. I thought it was fun. I think if it was up, I'd give the stadium a pretty good rating overall. I liked it. Nice and open. The pecans, fucking good. They could do a little better on the food selection. I mean, a kid scraping around come on, give a guy a little something nicer than just that. Get a brisket smoker going. We're in goddamn Dallas. I want a slow cooker firing up. Just at the same time that the NFL guys need to be letting me know if their ankles are broken or not about 8 hours ahead. I want the slow cooker fired up at fucking American Airlines. I want the brisket. I want all the goods. I don't want to come in there. Do I get a hot dog? No, give me some freaking brisket. You guys are got me.
Okay. No, I appreciate that feedback.
You got me walking on marble floors, and you're feeding me a hot dog.
So T Daddy, we sat next to this older Texas lady who was sweet as can be. She had a deep Southern accent, and it was pretty fun. And I'll tell you what, Tyrone TKB here was really respectful, had fun, didn't go too hard for after Dallas, went hard when the Red Wings scored, but I mean it was few and far between. So it wasn't that often.
Never mind.
it wasn't that often, but we sat next to the sweetest lady, and it made it fun. It made it fun for sure.
So what's your favorite barbecue place though down there? Have you been to Hard 8 at all?
So I've never been to Hard 8. So it's where I live. So so there's this new place that opened. I guess it's not new. It's probably 5 years old. Called Tenders, up near me. I'm
Years.
What about Pecan Lodge? Pecan Lodge.
Is that where I got the pecans?
No, it's a barbecue place down here.
Oh, okay.
What about you? Whoever said that? I don't know if that was T Daddy or John or whoever it was. What's your barbecue place of choice when you're in the Dallas area?
Hard 8, love it so much. Right outside the airport there.
Now you know. You gotta go try it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Dude, Hutchins is pretty solid. That's a fun one. So I'm north, so I'm pretty far from Pecan Lodge, but I heard that one's to die for.
Chargers, you know what? Raiders, you guys are pathetic. 63. You can't even put up more than the Miami Dolphins put up against the Broncos. Pathetic. I don't know what else to say.
So we get there, and I'm not gonna lie. Once the Stars got up enough, I was kind of hoping for a Kane goal. Like I was hoping to see a Kane goal. It was really just kind of odd to see him in a different jersey. Like I liked it. I was happy. You know, I'm happy the kid's out there playing, having a good time. But definitely odd seeing him outside of a Blackhawks jersey when he got traded to New York, or when he got signed by New York. Not traded, when he signed with New York. Yeah, he did get traded. What the fuck am I talking about? When he signed with New York, I never saw him. I didn't see him play in Dallas after that, so I never saw him in person in the blue. So seeing him in person in the Wings jersey was odd for sure.
I love my favorite. So my favorite highlight of the night, right? Okay, so just to show how cool Dallas won, but clearly just a mediocre peasant of a team compared to the Red Wings in the scheme of things. But they throw up Jamie Benn, right? He hits his landmark in the middle of the game. 500 assists, right? And they pause, and I stand up. I give him a kind of a mercy clap, right? Like, cool, whatever, bud. 500, I don't care. Get out of here. Good. No, honestly, though, good for him. I'm actually stoked for him. Just sucks that he got it against the Red Wings. But 500, they got her up in the Jumbotron, right? Third all time in his draft class. 500 apples. Kaner's got 700
yeah, exactly.
Number one, Kaner. I'm just sitting there giggling. I even yelled it. I'm surprised Sleep didn't kick me out. I yelled after. I'm like, hey, look who's number one. A couple people give me a dirty look, and I just giggled, and nobody fought me. So
there was a lot of Wings fans there. That's for sure. I would say it wasn't overpowering. You know, being in Dallas, whenever these big market teams come to Dallas is like a melting pot. You know, people move here. I mean, a lot of people are moving here now because of taxes, because of industry moving here. So being in a melting pot of sorts, anytime we play the big market teams like LA, New York, Detroit, Chicago, even St. Louis, we get overpowered with those fans from the other teams. So
and I think you think it's a melting pot. I personally think that I don't care what city you're in, the original six are always almost going to overpower you. I don't care what city you're in.
So that'll never happen in Pittsburgh. That'll never happen in. I mean, I doubt it would happen even in Tampa. I know Tampa is a melting pot of sorts. It's in Florida, right? I think I heard today DK say there's more New Yorkers in Florida than there are in New York. However, here it does happen for sure, and it is what it is. I heard Daryl Razor Ray, our TV broadcaster, say the other day, hey, if you move to Dallas, we love it. Thank you. Come to Dallas, root for the Stars when you can, when your team's in town, root for them, and let's move on. I don't know what to think of that. I know when the Pens are in town, I definitely got my Pens jersey on, but we're like a family split. I'm wearing my Pens jersey. My daughter's wearing a Pens jersey, but my son and wife are wearing Stars jersey. So it's definitely interesting.
Nice. Yeah. No, I love it.
TK, what do you think of the Matthew Joseph hit on Larkin?
You know what? I haven't really had a chance to necessarily review it. If I'm being completely honest with you, I haven't. Never really went over it. I just know the kid got hurt and that he was out, and I was kind of busy last week. If I'm being honest, a horrible host. Don't even know why my own favorite player's out, but I'm gonna guess probably trash hit.
Yeah, he did it to him 2 years ago too, from behind in a different capacity. I just don't believe in coincidences that way twice.
Did they got a history before that you know of, or they're just
yeah? So you remember Jamie Benn cross-checked Larkin? I think this was 3 years ago. Put him in the hospital. First game back at Little Caesars Arena. They were playing the Lightning at that point, and Matthew Joseph hits him from behind, and then Larkin punches him in the face and gets suspended, I think, 2 games. So next game that they play, which was a couple weeks ago from the Ottawa side, he hit him in a controversial way. I don't think it was that bad, but that's where he got basically knocked out on the ice, and he's still waiting to return. But 2 times from the same guy, I don't know if it's an accident at that point.
Yeah, no, it's a little greasy, and hopefully Larkin gets out there, because it'd be nice to see him and Kaner ripping around together. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing a little magic from the boys, seeing the old little Kaner diddle as they get a couple Genos up on the board.
100%.
I wondered, so did Devontae Adams get me enough points? Sorry to skew back to football for a second, but did Devontae Adams get me enough points to win with Josh Jacobs on the bench? God damn it, I hope so. Here, I got to switch my cameras. They're acting up for a sec, folks. No sleep's running the show. I think we're back.
Yeah, so I'm watching that right now, T-Daddy, and man, I'm only seeing it from one angle. And yeah, I mean, he's definitely out cold, but I don't know. He's in front of the net. The way that happens is, people are always clearing the trash out in front of the net. It didn't look
bad.
Yeah, what'd you say?
It doesn't look that bad. Like, I don't think it was super.
No.
He came up high a bit, just with the past history there. It's like, it makes you wonder why a bit, but I don't think you're looking at someone's jersey and doing that, if that makes sense.
No, you look at Jamie Benn's hit on Mark Stone last year.
Yeah, that was a big one, though.
So I was at that game where, Jamie Benn, took him down and then cross-checked him to the face on the ground while he was mounted him. And then in the post, not even the press conference, because he got ejected. Stars got crushed in that game. Fans throwing shit on the ice. It was crazy. It was mayhem. By the time the game was over, there was only 500 people left there. My wife and I were one of them, just because I like to endure the pain. The pain is what makes the goodness good, right?
I'm the same way as you. Yep.
So just being there and then seeing how bad it was afterwards. Sorry, I have a cough. Was crazy. And then Jamie Benn a couple days later, it's like, well, I fell and I used my stick to break it by fall on his face. What are you doing, brother? Man, I love Jamie Benn. He's a character for sure.
I want to give a shout to Cat too, who just showed up. Cat Cartel, thanks for joining us.
That was insane.
We got the live video stream going, and you're welcome to come pop up and ask us some questions through the audio space. We're changing the game of sports here. What's going on? But yeah,
all in all, I don't think that Larkin hit was intentional. I think that was. I mean, obviously it was an intentional hit, but I don't think it was malicious.
Okay, we got to figure out the categories that I rank a stadium. Aesthetically, that place is pretty cool. We'll give it we're gonna give it an asterisk of a 8.5, because it could go up or down, but I don't know what the other floors look like. They could be trash. So about 8.5. In-game atmosphere, we'll give it an 8. It's cool.
What do you think about you said you don't like the sing-alongs and the chants. Do you like the after goal Dallas Stars chants? Do you like the national anthem chants?
Yeah, I like them all. I just hate you and your team.
Okay.
So, food choices, 5 out of 10. Very, very 4 out of 10. Poor food choices. I'm giving a 4 out of 10 to your stadium. Snack.
You got the French dip sandwich. It
was good, but I mean, I wanted it. I was just desperate. Snacks. Snack variety. No. They had orders. Snacks were giving a 9. 9.5. Those pecans were the best goddamn things I've ever put in my lips.
Did you just say breast? Did you say breast live on TV?
No, I said best, but honestly, you must have read my mind because I was going to say that those are the best things I put in my mouth since the last pair of fake breasts. So
okay.
That's where I was going.
Hey, listen, this is recorded. Like I was trying to keep it like PG-13. I was keeping it PG-13. You took it further.
I've been yelling and ranting this whole show. There's no saving it.
Hey, Jets, going back to football.
What are you running this show? Okay, no, what do you got?
Love it.
I have a lineup headache.
Well, what's your lineup? Yeah, you think you have a lineup headache? I started Josh Jacobs and the game's over. What do you want me to do about it?
Yeah, so probably don't take advice from TKB, but tell us your headache.
Yeah, no, fire away. Ask me a question.
All right, so we have the proverbial tight end headache because Laporta sucked ass last week, and then Njoku went off and got like 30 points.
So you're thinking about benching. You're thinking about benching Laporta and having a knee-jerk reaction that you'll regret later when Laporta does what he does every other week and gets 25 points.
Yep, exactly.
I think I would personally start Laporta, and then what I would do, and that's what I'm here for, okay, buddy? This is what I'm here for. So you start Laporta because that's the guy you should have started, and then because I'm here and I said that, if Ingram does really good, you can come back next week and you can tell me how much of a piece of shit I am and how you had the right pick, but I fucked you up. And you can put all the blame on me.
It's Njoku, but same difference.
You can put all the blame on me.
Okay.
So I'll do that for you. Start Laporta, and if it goes the other way, tell yourself you knew all along and it was my fault.
I like it.
I like that. I like that too. I like that too.
I'm a man of the people. T-Daddy, you playing any fantasy football, any fantasy hockey? What do you got going on?
I do some fantasy football here.
Nice.
Only one of my teams is in the championship, hopefully, but everyone else is lost, unfortunately.
Nice. Yeah, we got a big fantasy football tournament going. We had, I think, 144 people playing in it this year. Speaking of which, in that tournament, I know we were chatting about it a little earlier, but we had 10 communities, 10 leagues, 12 people in each league competing all season long. And after 14 weeks, we got 6 moving on to the playoffs, 4 that are getting relegated. Everybody in those 4 leagues, all 48 people are still going to, every single one of them, get a free online fitness membership from us, some free digital memberships to be able to join our fantasy leagues for free next year. But we got 6 communities moving on. My community, the Bushleague Media, and your community, Shredding Sassy, with the top 2 taking a bye. We're going to have a new little format that I'm going to be announcing over the next day or two going into the playoffs. But just like the actual fantasy leagues, Sassy and Bushleague are going in with a bye. And then we got Bam Bam's Fitness, Kuroki, VSP, and V-Friends competing to see who gets to play us in round 2. So they're going to be going head-to-head this week. 2 of those communities while we sit back, watch the bye week. And then 2 teams are going to meet us in week 16 and go into a final. So going into these finals, it's going to change a bit. We've been playing all season long, tallying each community's fantasy points, tallying each community's fab that they earn from social media. As December winds down here, that acquisition, that tribe leaderboard is going to wind down, and we're using that more just for our redemptions for those free memberships right now. And what we're going to have going into the playoffs is basically pretty much just fantasy points. There's one little caveat, but it's basically going to be straight up fantasy points. The 12 points that the 12 people put up in, say, the V-Friends League versus the total of the 12 teams in the Bam Bam Boxing League. We're going to have one bonus option that goes out throughout the week where that community is going to be able to retweet or share that to their community and earn 40 bonus points, only 40. I've been averaging the season this year, and it seems like the biggest gap is around 100 points, usually for the most part, 100, 120 points when it comes to fantasy. So 40 points. No, I don't want the fab to swing the whole thing. It determined a lot of it to get into the playoffs. But coming down to it, she's grinding hard, best fantasy lineups. They're going to take this thing home. And those communities are going to have a chance if their main account shares our stats and our prizes when we post that out here in the next couple of days. They're going to be able to earn a bonus 40 fab for their entire community's total score. And that could be the difference. Let's say one team's 1130 to 1144, and the 1130 community got the retweet on that. They're taking home the win. You're moving on. You're going to get some massive prizes. There's going to be a Dolce & Gabbana shirt going to the winner in the top community. We're going to have some cases of local weather sports drink going out to top 3 in the top community. Friends Chocolates, Bored Ape license, as well as as well as Bored Treats, another Bored Ape license. All 12 people in the top community are going to be getting a package of Friends Chocolates in the continental US, as well as some Bored Treats. So just a huge prize package going out to that top community, as well as digital memberships from Sassy, VSP, Bushleague, all kinds of stuff. And then everyone, 144 people, all get a Bushleague token so they can play next year for free, as well as free fantasy membership. So Kat, T-Daddy, if you guys are in there, I'd be stoked if you guys hop in my Discord or head over to my website, bushleaguemedia.com, sign up, register for that free membership mint. We're going to hook everybody up who's signed up and on that leaderboard. And when you guys get hooked up with that, it's going to give you access. These tokens are basically just a thank you to everybody that's been supporting us in the project the whole way. Sassy community is going to get a ton. They've been huge supporters, as well as Kuroki. Alien Friends, want to shouts to them for utilizing the IP. But basically, these coins are going to give free access to our project. There's a little bit of crypto and some digital member stuff involved. By all means, ask me anything. I'll teach you the way. It's going to be the future of how we do things and how a lot of things happen in the future. I know Sassy does a lot with that too. And speaking of which, I just want to give Sassy a quick second to chat about what they're doing, and then we're going to roll into the tail end of the show. But I know they had a good fundraiser going on. Christmas just around the corner. Toys for Tots. You guys are doing a pretty good fundraiser there. So I just wanted to bring that up, chat with you about that, Sleep, and see what all you guys got going on over at Sassy there.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Thanks, man. So what we did was we teamed up with a bunch of other Web3 based communities that we really vibe with. Crash Test Joyride, Uncanny Country Club, Brawler Bears, and Long Lost. We teamed up to raise money for a foundation that means a lot to me, and that's Toys for Tots, ran by the Marine Corps here in the U.S. Toys for Tots is a foundation that takes donations and gives to families in need during the holiday season. We wanted to set a goal for ourselves to raise $5,000 for the kids. For this holiday season. We set our window of raising that money from December 11th to 15th. And what we did was we sold a digital asset that is a video. We had a bunch of skaters come in that ride for Shredding Sassy and collabed on a video. What we did is we went and we minted that video on the blockchain, selling it to whoever wanted to come in and support. And then what we're doing is donating 100% of those proceeds to Toys for Tots. I'll tell you what, I thought that 5K was a stretch to raise during this holiday season, but in fact it wasn't. Today I think we're just 4 days in right now. We have one more day to go, maybe a little less. I think we're at 23 hours left to go in the mint, and we're already past our goal. So now we got to set new goals, right? We need to reach even further. So in the next day, I'd like to get another $6,000 for Toys for Tots. Then what we're going to do on Monday, we're going to screen record it. We're going to donate that money to Toys for Tots. On December 22nd, we're going to reveal that shred it. We're going to reveal that skate video, that skate clip, that skate film of all of our skaters skating custom decks from each one of these amazing communities. And then on December 29th, we're going to raffle off one of each of these custom decks to the minters of these assets. So I'm really excited about that. I actually have all of the decks right next to me right now. These were decks designed for this show. I don't know where we're looking at, where we're going. Oh, dude. TKB, did you just mint?
We just made a donation live on air. Toys for Tots, baby.
Oh my goodness, man. Dude, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. This is something that, dude, it means so much to me. It's something that we really worked hard for, and it really came together in the last minute. So really excited, really appreciate you donating. And I think we can do it. I think we can raise another $1,000 in the next day. We got a bunch of sorry, we have a bunch of spaces.
How do I give myself a picture? I need a picture. It just gives me a little blue square.
Yeah, you got to create a profile. So so you should just be able to create a profile through shreddit.tv. Go ahead there. Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that
And then
sit down.
yeah, no worries. Then you'll sign in. You can create a picture, and you can.
I thought I already had it because I've been smashing chests and stuff. So I thought I had one, but maybe I didn't.
Yeah, no worries. So this is our action sports content platform. It's a little bit different than the Shredding Sassy portal. This one is more, it's more towards athletes and people coming in. And speaking of, dude, you're a freaking athlete, dude. We had a great time with you down here. We went to the skate park, met a badass skater there, doing some crazy flips and shit. And you and I were having a good time, man. You taught me some things. Had a blast. We worked you up one of these sassy decks right here. We got you all hooked up with a sassy deck.
Those out later in the week is good clip, but definitely had some fun. It was good skating with you. I don't know if T Diddy or DK or any of you guys skateboard at all, but it's always good to get out with your pals, get a good shred in. So it's fun.
100%. Yeah. So I don't have anybody here I really skate with. So it was nice to get out with somebody that we could chat the whole time, have fun, kind of film each other.
I'm stoked because I was able to teach you a vert trick and you don't know it yet, but that's going to change your whole game. You're going to be able to go out. You're going to now be able to ride the little tiny verts. You're going to be able to do a couple things. You took a good hip smash, but
dude. I'm still hurting, by the way. Dude, I'm 30 as shit right now. I just turned.
You were going too fast. I was telling you, you got it. You were trying to like get the style and just hang that thing over the top, and you just got to take it easy. You got to learn how to drop back in first, and then you'll be there. But I was impressed that you actually figured it out and got it. Like in the first 10, 15 tries of me just giving you some pointers and you dialed it in. I was stoked for you.
Thanks, man. Thanks. It was great, dude. And no lie, I was hurting. I'm old. I'm 37 now. It was a hard hit, but
it was your birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. I didn't expect everybody to know. I told you that in confidence, and then you blasted it all over the internet.
I didn't know birthdays were secrets, and you needed the love. You didn't know you needed it, but you needed it.
No, thank you. It was nice. But anyway, dude, yeah, thanks so much. I had a great time while you were down here. I had fun smuggling all these local weathers back to you in Canada.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I definitely want to get into that in a second for sure too. But no, it was fun. I was fun. I got a few tricks in the bag. We got a nice little clip of the sassy board slide. That'll be your guys's. I mean, I probably just made you the best marketing clip you guys ever get your hands on.
So I posted that in the Volcom Discord today. I posted that in the Volcom Discord. I got some love from some of the mods. Yeah.
They were liking it. They were liking the sassy board slider. Did you get the slow down one that I made for you? I edited it up nice.
The slow down. Oh yeah, that was one I saved for sure.
I
tried to post one of your rock and rolls and the foot plant, but yeah, I couldn't find the right one. I couldn't get it on Discord. I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'll post it later.
That's fair though. No, I had fun. It was a cool little park. We got in a couple of rips. I wish I would have ripped in that one bowl more after I left. I was like, I wish I would have ripped in that kind of like medium-sized bowl. I don't know why I never went and ripped around the net, but we were having some fun on the other stuff. Got a couple board slides, a bunch of vert tricks in, a couple tricks on some banks. It was a good old time. It was good because I haven't really stepped on my board for months. Like normally I usually put in even just a minute or two a day in the garage, and I haven't probably been on my board in like 4 or 5 months. So it was nice to like get a little rip in Dallas both days. I felt like I kind of had my feet under me. I was struggling kick flipping a little bit, but it was there. It was all there. It was just hard to make it work like I wanted to. I was getting frustrated, but I'm also old, and when you don't skate for 4 or 5 months, I probably deserve to suck.
And a new deck, new grip. You got to get used to it.
That should make me better. But yeah, I respect it. It was good though. Thank you guys for deck. I appreciate it. It was awesome. So then for everybody who's just tuned in, Local Weather Sports Trick, they sent me about 70 cases. They sent them to some of my buddies all over the country. Some people in New York, some people in Texas, San Diego, all over the place. And they couldn't send them to me, just legalities. You can't send drinks, powders, and stuff like that over the border unless you have a certain license. So they sent them down to my buddy Sleep, and we'll get some videos and stuff for you guys next week. But they had about 45 cases. We went down there. I came down with a suitcase. It's funny. So I flew down with a suitcase with 3 other suitcases in it. They were all just empty. And TSA was probably just like, what the hell? Like, they definitely checked my bag. All there was is it was 3 empty suitcases and like 2 bottles of barbecue sauce. They're probably, what the is wrong with this guy? But they had no clue how up they thought I was going to be on the way back. Oh, I was going to tell T Daddy to make sure you give us a follow and some love. I don't know. Maybe I have to go back and follow him after. Thank you for joining us, brother. I was on the business account, so I wasn't able to give you a follow, but I'll hop on my personal one and give you some love after. But either way, what the hell was I saying? Something super intelligent.
About your trip, TSA?
Yeah, TSA. So anyways, on the way back, we filled those bags. So me and you were literally like, I looked up the regulations. I could have 70 pounds in a bag. I asked like Air Canada and stuff before I left, like, can I bring as beverage in my checked bags? Is that okay? And they said, yeah, as long as it's whatever. Like, even if it was liquor, I would have paid duties and stuff on it. But basically they just said, yeah, as long as I'm within my weights, I can do it. So we packed 3 bags right to 70 pounds, so 210 pounds. Average drink is about a pound, right? So with the bags and everything, we got about 150 drinks in there. And then my other bag, we put about 20, 30 pounds in that. So altogether we had 260 pounds in these 4 bags. With, I think in total, I got 180 cans of local weather sports drink. I hauled them home. So now I got all this sports drink filled up in my house. But I want to give them a big shout. They give those cases to all of us NFT holders. And pretty cool to be one of the first people to get to try that. They're in Whole Foods all across America now. So you can go get yourself one today. Make sure you check out local weather. Grab yourself a drink. It's one of the best sports beverages in the game, man. Really healthy, right? My first thought was like, where's my energy? And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's not an energy drink. It's literally just like one of the healthiest sports beverages in the game. So shouts to them. It's a great product.
So I've had some of my friends try it here. I've had some of my kids try it. Like, they're asking me for cases. They're like, what the hell are you going to do with 45 cases of local energy? I'm like, hey, dude, TKB's coming. He's going to pick them up. You can't have them. They're mine. They're not yours. But my kid loves them, man. My kid can't decide what his favorite is. I think it's red, but he's like, I think he likes the skateboard. He's like, Dad, you like the red one because it has a skateboard on it. So I like the red one because it has a skateboard on it. I was like, all right, bud, we'll do the red one. We'll do the red one.
Hey, oh, sorry. I got a message here. I completely lost track of time. Hey, sorry, I just got to answer because.
No worries. You're supposed to be hosting a space or what's going
on?
I
was supposed to have a meeting with the web lady. I just didn't even realize it was after 11. I was supposed to meet with her about 30 minutes ago, so that's my bad. But we'll be wrapping up the show in a couple minutes, anyways.
No worries. Hey, back to the local weather and packing. Like, it was a crazy experience, and I can't wait to see the time lapse, because you took a time lapse of it. It was before we went skating. We sat in the garage and we tried to figure out how we're going to fit as many of these drinks as possible in all of these bags. So we ended up doing it, and it was pretty fun. It was cool. We brought out the scale, and you're weighing yourself and holding the bag on the scale because the airline said 50 to 70 pounds for oversized luggage. Couldn't be over 70 pounds. So we were trying to get it right. It was fun.
Sorry, I'll just send a message.
No, you're good. And then we get to the airport. And when we get to the airport, it's even crazier because Air Canada only only checks in at one terminal. So Dallas has a boatload of terminals, but if you're on an Air Canada flight, you can only check in to Terminal E, but you can fly out at any other terminal. So we're driving to the airport. We see that his flight's out of Terminal D. So we show up at Terminal D, like, go to check our stuff in, and they're like, you can't check it in here. You got to check it in with Air Canada at Terminal E. So we lug, again, 260 pounds worth of sports drink.
I'm so glad you were still with me. I'd have been screwed.
Yeah, I almost dropped him off at the door, but no, I parked the car, got out, helped him. So we dragged 260 pounds of sports drink into the airport, drag it back to the parking garage, and we pick up this German guy. I hope you're listening.
He's as lost as us, so I'm like, God, hop in. Let's go.
He's like, Are you guys going to Toronto? And you're like, yeah, Toronto and then Saskatchewan. Let's go. So he's like, how do I get to the other airport? And I told him, hey, there's a terminal link that takes you right here, but just hop in the truck. Let's go. And he just hopped in, had a good time, joked around with us, man. Super nice dude. That was cool. That was a cool experience.
Yeah, no, it's fun. And again, thank you for everything. Thanks for having me for the night. It was nice to meet your other half, and thanks for hauling me around, taking me skating and everything. It was fun. And I don't know, DK or John, or you guys got any closing comments you want to say before we close this bad boy out here right away? Either way, they're probably just listening, and I thank you guys for tuning in and tagging along with us all this way. It's getting late, a little after 11 here. I already missed a meeting with my web thing, so you guys can expect delays on stuff on the Bushleague end because I just completely missed a meeting. You were expecting a website update, you're not getting it. So listen to my banter and enjoy it. But no, I have a great time. I want to get into a little bit more of it next week. We'll get those skate clips ready. We'll banter about it a little bit. Chat a little more. We'll see if the NFL gives me a refund for letting in all these yuppies into the game I paid for. We'll see.
I love it. Are you really gonna send an email?
No, I'm not gonna send an email. I'm just gonna send tweets.
Oh, all right. Tweet them.
I already tweeted them, and I'll do it again until they answer. They don't care.
Yeah. Hey, just appreciate you, man. It was a great experience. I know that the football game wasn't the greatest. However, I hope that Monday skating, hanging here, going to lunch, going to the hockey game. Hope that made up for it a little bit. And then, back at it today. This is awesome. I'm happy to be here. No other place I'd rather be on Thursday nights. So, this is going to happen. This is going to come. It's going to grow. And when it does, we'll know that all the work was worth it. And
we'll have some announcements about some rebranding stuff after the fantasy season, and I'll be putting out a lot of info here in a little bit about everything, all the prizes, everything that's going on in the Friends Fantasy League. I want to again give a big shout out to all the communities involved in that, all the community managers that brought the people in and help make that happen. And sorry, but we're gonna fucking dust y'all. So we'll see you in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work for you, but we'll figure it out. I need to get in with some of our guys, make sure they're setting their lineups right. So it's going to be total
matters now.
So it's going to be total points. What if they're out? You know what I mean? What if their team is out? How is that going to work?
It don't matter. You better set that lineup. You're technically still in a tournament against the other bottom 6 in the league as well. There's the Toilet Bowl tournament. May or may not announce a prize for the winner of the Toilet Bowl tournament. Who's to say? But regardless, in or out, don't care. This is a community-driven tournament, and it takes a community to win. So 12 teams, if they're not in the playoffs, don't care. If you're on a bye week and you're like, I don't care. Well, you just don't care about the other 10 people.
Can you set the lineup right now? I tried to set a lineup for this week, and I don't have anywhere to set a lineup.
Yeah, you can set your lineup. Even if you're on bye week, you can set your lineup.
And it'll play out?
I'm on bye week. I can set my lineup. What's going to happen is it's just gonna like give me my points, but I'm not playing anybody. But okay. I can set my lineup. It's there. Set it. I go Sleeper. Shouts to Sleeper. Greatest fantasy app on the market.
Agree. Yeah. Agree, dude. I use NFL.com. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's trash. Anyways, love it. And so, nonetheless, one of my friends was listening. She said the show is really good. We got a lady who thinks the show's good. We are successfully selling sports to the masses if we figure out how to speak English. Okay, well, 2 hours, that's long. Normally it's an hour and a half, but of course I had a meeting, so we went long, so I'd miss it. My own fault, I forgot. Sorry, Kelsey. I love and appreciate you. You're the best website developer on the planet. Growth Media Strategy, Yorkton, check it out. She'll dial you guys in with an SEO package. Get your site from Bushleague to Pro in no time. So make sure you check that out. That was the best fucking free plug.
That was so good. Did that come off the top of your head?
Yeah, 100%. No,
that was amazing. That was amazing.
Hey,
go back and write that down. Go back and write that down after this. Go back to the recording, write that down.
Yeah, no, I'm a natural. So anyways, I want to thank you for all your hospitality. I want to thank you for the free games. I want to thank you for the storage space. You know what, though? You made it sound like I got no room. I come in, you're just living in a mansion. These things are tucked in the corner, just a speck. Didn't even take up that much room, but thank you. I appreciate you. And hope you and the family enjoy them and get to guzzle a bunch.
Heck yeah, man. I appreciate you. And we'll talk next Thursday, man. It's going to be a blast. We'll see you there. Hopefully we can beat DK. Hopefully we can beat John, because I don't feel like giving out any assets today.
That's fair. And I'm excited to kind of keep announcing some prizes. I'm going to get some announcements out over the next few days. Every community in that tournament is going to be getting fantasy league access, free fitness. They're going to be getting a whole bunch of different stuff. Each league a little different. So we'll be announcing those prizes soon. And just really looking forward to the future of where we're going to take Bushleague Sports, Bushleague Media, Shredding Sassy, and we'll chat a little bit more about local weather and everything else. So until next time, we'll catch you next week, my friend.
Hello.
Go.
Hell yeah. Let's go. You.
Big shouts to the boys chilling in the space. Want to give a shouts to our guys there, DK, John. They stuck with us pretty much the whole show. So shouts to you guys. We appreciate you guys. Same as you, Kat, for chilling. Appreciate you. Beautiful tent. DK, you're beautiful. The background of your PFP is not, but we got another week. We can dial you in for that one. Until then, we appreciate you. We love you. We'll catch you next time. Stay Bush League, you beauties. Peace, homie. As always, we'll be back next week. We got the live audio space. I forgot to put all the crap up. Holy shit, we got everything. Live audio space up in the top corner. If you're just catching in at the end of the show, you can scan that. It'll bring you over to the Twitter space. You can listen to that at any time. You can hit the green one. That'll take you to bushleaguemedia.com. Scan that bad boy. Check that out any day of the week. Or you can hop on our Discord, ask me or Sleep any questions you want. Maybe get lined up for some questions for next week's show. I'm going to roll out of this stream in the next couple minutes. I'll join you guys in the Twitter space for a couple more minutes of who knows what, probably absolute shenanigans. But either way, I can't wait till we get to do it again next week. We're running into the Friends Fantasy League playoffs, and I can't wait to chat with you guys again next Thursday. So again, until then, stay Bush League beauties.
From the bottom, ain't no half-stepping. I'm the dog, I made it through so they don't ask questions. Long Beach, and it ain't no half-repping. Once a dog, always a dog, so they don't ask questions. From the bottom, ain't no half-stepping. I'm the dog, I made it through so they don't ask questions. Long Beach, and it ain't no half-repping. Once a dog, always a dog, so they don't ask questions. Tell them never question, dog, I'm sitting ghost status. Eating chicken with my gin, smoking on some cabbage. Used to pedal on this
moment where you skate down the street and some shit for brains yells out of his window. Do a kickflip! Do a kickflip! Do a kickflip!
Rags and house shoes, they know how the dogs do. Skinny, heavy pockets, the West OG. Came across the globe, say they don't know me. Been applying pressure from 8 to 24 like Kobe. Mr. Hall of Fame used to bend the corners with Stroley. Had to lay the blueprint, they rolled out the carpet. Anything I wanna own, I got my own market. Blew this, blew that, everything beautiful. Still ain't sold my guns and I still ain't had to use them though. Was once a hard head, now I'm counting blessings. I made my own way, still they don't ask questions. From the bottom, ain't no half-stepping. I'm the dog, I made it through so they don't ask questions. Long Beach, and it ain't no half-repping. Once a dog, always a dog, so they don't ask questions.
This is some straight, hey.
This is, oh gosh.
I got thin to smoke it.
Once a dog, always a dog, so they don't ask questions. I can't name a thing that I didn't have step. From the streets to movie screens, been getting bags and checks. Get the solid, you won't hear me with no bad rep. Legendary Crippin' made it happen, and that's on the set. Still rolling on gold things, I'm a boss. Oh, get it. What the fuck you waiting on, man? Let's go. Blaming on my mama for all the crippin' I see. Blaming on my grandpa, all the hustling. Yes, sir.